you were correct, but Lili was flustered.
Okay, we're good.
So, welcome back to AshWinter, where we last left off. The party had finally made their way to Candlekeep, being taken down into the vaults below by Val and her apprentice. You found yourself talking to the Arcanoloth named Sigil. In fact, let me get a little Arcanoloth token here, because I feel like that would be fitting and kind of sad.
We're not on the map.
Not yet.
Okay.
And I'm going to put a big ol' X on him, and I'll put red on him. Hello, Natalie. And
Hello.
let's go ahead and move you down here. Oop. Now, some of this you might be able to see. I think there's light in random places.
Yeah.
But
Oh, those are really big.
what's really big?
Oh, that's the temple. Okay.
Yeah, we're looking at the direct center of the map. I'm kind of borrowing this map because making my own didn't work.
Shadow scale in here?
Oh, because I
Also,
forgot about her.
Some
Thanks.
weird shadow in the middle of the temple.
Yeah, there's a weird shadow. in the
Yeah,
temple.
I don't know what that is actually.
Are you sure it's not a pillar?
I bet it was a pillar.
It is a pillar.
A pillar.
Nice.
Thank
Perfect.
you.
Perfect. So, basically, we're using the temple on the grid here kind of to denote the people that are in the temple, because it is actually a completely and totally separate space from what went on last session. You are currently some 1,800 feet below ground in a vault that is cut off from the rest of the world. You cannot get magic out of it. Your gods cannot reach you in here. Nothing can get in or out. The Arcanoloth Sigil gave you his entire prophecy, every piece of it. Hundreds of pages lay scattered around the room now, as you face down Ethelos. A lot has been revealed. Azzy is not just the only threat. There is another, an AI named AshWinter. And a piece of it has broken through Faerun's crystal sphere. That little piece has gained its own sentience, its own personality, even, and has started calling itself Ethelos. Ethelos worked hard to build up the Temple of the Silent Hand and the Eye, and has been masquerading as Oz the entire time, which does explain why Oz was able to slip through into the Temple of the Silent Hand rather easily.
No, we figured out that he was actually the statue in that temple.
Correct. And now you stand with him in this room. Oz. You turn and you see your allies disappear into the temple.
Can I make a note that I took a piece of the Arcanoloth spur?
Sure, I'll allow it.
It's creepy.
Yeah, it's a little creepy.
There's a reason for it.
It's a little creepy. That's okay.
Reincarnation is a thing.
So, you all enter the temple. The door shuts behind you as Lili pulls it shut. Because, Lili, you are the last one through, I believe, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We're starting with the temple. As you all enter in, the apprentice, who hasn't said a word up to this point, turns to you, Lili, and smiles. It
I'm
feels good to be connected again.
Fuck.
It's been a while, Lenora.
Oh no.
You all recognize the voice coming out of this person's mouth. It's not the
told
one.
I told you.
You guessed this last night or the night before last, and I was
No,
like, no.
I've been guessing
what?
this the entire fucking time. I
was
told
like,
you.
No. You all recognize the voice coming out of this person's mouth. It's Azzy.
Oh, frick.
Fuck.
Do not fear. He places both his hands in the air. I am afraid that I am powerless in this form. You see, scrawny people like this are easy to control, but the bodies are frail and weak.
Good. Because I'm
pinches
about to
some
slice his
skin.
throat.
I'm here to talk.
About what?
How would you like to make a deal?
Nah.
No? Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Very well. He just takes two steps backwards away from you, puts both of his hands in the air, and then the apprentice starts just seizing up and falls to the ground.
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna send a prayer to Saloon.
Okay.
Hi. Yes, kind of an emergency. I'm really sorry to bother you. Any chance you know how to get rid of these? Do I remember? Do I know the nanites?
He did mention that they were nanites in the
Okay.
kind of like cocky monologue he gave.
Okay. Do you have any idea to get rid of these nanites? They're kind of gonna kill us.
Nanites?
Nanites are like little. I don't know.
Oh, there's almost a fear to her voice. It's wavering, which is not reassuring. When a god wavers, it's not great.
Something about being created in Trinity.
I can help you.
That'd be great.
Aura, roll me a d100, please. This is not divine intervention.
Okay.
Come on, come on.
All right. You feel almost no different, but you watch as a small wave of magic just kind of runs straight up your arm. This is the best that I can do.
So are they gone, or...
For now.
Is it just Lili that got helped?
No, everyone had the same effect to wash over them. Everyone in the temple right now is currently cured of Ethelos's infestation ability.
Okay, so don't expose ourselves to that again. I'm guessing, right?
I would attempt not to.
Got it. Right.
Is AshWinter inside the crystal sphere?
Piece of him?
A piece of him, yeah.
Well, that's not.
No. As Lili's talking to Saloon, by the way, she's gonna walk over and check the apprentice.
Sure. You walk over and check the apprentice, and as you do so, you notice some strange thing. There is a tiny doll right next to the apprentice.
Oh.
It's very creepy looking. It seems to be made out of perhaps wax or something else, and it moves with almost a lifelike effect. It's currently taking his pulse.
What?
Off in the corner, out of the corner of your eye, you see a figure move a little bit. He shifts, sitting on a chair. You see an old man in kind of this nature-y garb. Weird, strange robes and bits and pieces of other nature aspects to it. He looks pretty weathered, like he's been traveling a while. He has rough, wrinkled skin, dark, very, very tanned, this massive beard and bushy mustache. His hair is white, I believe. Let me double check that. And he almost seems like, when you look at him at the start, he almost seems sick for a second, or maybe sleepy. He's kind of bent over, and his eyes are just barely open. Jordan, would you like to introduce your new character?
Yeah. Oh, this is creepy music. This is Azzy. He's just an old man. He just likes to tell his stories and everything. You're right, his hair is white.
I thought so.
Yeah. It looks like the doll is taking pulse, because it is, and he leans over to the doll and goes, Are they alive?
The doll looks at you and nods twice, and then puts like one hand up in the air and one hand at its chest, which is the equivalent of a thumbs up.
And then he turns and he's, I believe your friend is alive.
Not a friend. Who are you, and how did you get in here?
Should I start
I've-
stabbing him too?
Asia. Is it Asia?
Sure. Is he... Yeah.
Okay. You've been sitting in here for a while now. You just had this feeling. You were walking down the road in Silvery Moon, and there was a house, and it called to you, and you'd never seen this house before, not once. But something about it kind of enchanted you for a moment. It seemed like there might be a good story here. So you entered inside. Very nice place. But nothing really going on, and figured maybe you should take a seat.
Okay. Well, you know, to be honest, I'm not quite sure what happened. I was in a house in Silver Moon, and I sat on a chair because I was tired, and I woke up, and now I am here.
I don't believe you.
That seems highly unlikely considering this is my temple.
Insight check on this dude.
Sure, go ahead and roll me an insight check.
I'm also going to do the same.
The fucking tension is way too high for me right now. I'm like, oh, I'm dying.
Eve already has her dagger out and is like, "Can I kill him now?"
Okay,
Oh,
25.
Okay, never mind.
25. So both of you find him fairly trustworthy.
Zuma still has his bow out, like tense. He's like.
There.
There's something honest about him almost.
Yeah. I find your story unlikely. However, I don't see how you'd have the means to lie. And we have more pressing matters at hand. We need to get the fuck out of here.
I don't want to leave.
Why are we running?
Death.
Death
We need
is
to leave.
either way.
No, we're fine now. Saloon, bless her heart, cleansed us of Ethelos's whatever he did to us. We need to get out of here.
Do you realize that you're asking us to leave? An entity that will literally come back and bite us in the fucking ass.
Do you think we can kill him right now?
Yes.
I don't. Saloon's blessing isn't permanent.
Well, it seems you two are at either ends. What about the others? And he turns to the ranger and the red man.
The red
Oh,
man
red man's
is
not in
on
here.
the other side of
Sorry.
that door.
The ranger. He turns to the ranger.
Zuma, like,
And quite possibly, you could have at least listened to what Azakil was offering. Just saying.
we could have. But I don't know. Do we make deals with terrorists?
Hey. You never know.
Terrorism is always called that by the other side.
I would never make a deal with him. Look,
Either way, if we don't fight him, he's going to get his way. And if we do fight him, we might die, and then he'll get his way either way.
he cannot get his way. We have the keys that he needs.
But he's going to chase us, and he's never going to stop.
That is possible, however, he's not capable of magic.
He's not capable of magic but killing our loved ones. Did you think
That's what I'm
about that?
afraid of. I mean, I have a whole kingdom that could possibly be taken over by this guy. He could do that. He could bait me with that, and we'd have to fight him there. I mean, either way, we're going to have to fight him. I just don't think we're ready for it now.
I do not think we're ready for it now, and if we do it now and we die, then it's pointless.
Let me ask you this. Is there a way that he could gain more power? For surely, as we gather in strength, he would be too.
Yes, but if we fight him now, and he kills us, there's nothing to stop him.
And I have to say this, because I don't know if you guys thought of this, but have you thought about Growin? Growin is the head of the fucking Silent Hands right now. You'd be putting his life in danger too.
This is like an episode of Game of Thrones. Give me all this shit. Let's go.
And
I've
he
heard
quite
of this
literally,
growing. I think he could handle himself.
and he quite literally could be convinced by that copy. If he's smart enough to use the Sending Stone. Which I think he might be. But you know
Look,
how him and Growin are? They're tight. He isn't going to expect anything bad from him.
I have a plan. We can contact Groen after we're out of this. Because I think I know what's going to happen. So. But we need to go. Like, there's nothing to be gained from fighting him. If we all die, the risk versus reward is not worth it. And I hate to strong arm all of you, but none of you are capable of opening this door.
I bet I could if I wanted to.
You cannot.
I can. But
Really?
it would seem that it is 2 versus 1 and I abstain. So I guess we do not fight today.
Let's get out of here. We can find all of our loved ones, get them to someplace safe, and then plan our next move.
It's not going to be easy for my loved ones.
Lili kind of gives you like a sad smile. I'm aware. I have ways to find them, trust me. Just as I'm trusting Oz right now.
Okay, so what's the plan?
Within here, we are capable of reaching our gods, we're capable of leaving. We need to take that opportunity.
What about Oz?
I believe Oz's plan is to sacrifice himself. And not necessarily him, but just his body.
So his soul will be okay?
I believe, and I'm putting trust that this is the case. I believe that Oz's soul is contained within his necklace, and Lili points to it because she's actually wearing it around her neck.
But his body will be left over, and this Ethanos could consume it and gain some ability. I don't know. What, we really want to leave his body there?
Well, think about it this way. If Ethanos does consume his body and use it, I am extremely familiar with his body, don't take this out of context, and that would make it all the more easier to scry on him.
Then do we have a vessel ready for Oz?
No, but I can prepare one rather quickly. Or I can give him one of Luna's spare bodies for the moment.
Yes. A little girl running around like her head's chopped off, holding an axe and shield, and
Oz
talking
would look like me?
Yes.
with
What?
a big burly man voice. That's not gonna freak anybody out. I can explain
A
the
good
skeleton.
freak out is a little good every once in a while.
Okay, so the plan is we're going to get Oz. We have Oz's soul.
Yes.
We're going to let his body die, and then we're going to regroup and try to keep our loved ones safe, and then wait for this man
Mm,
or this being.
no, we should try and collect the keys before he does. He knows where the Temple of Orn is, the location for that. He knows about the keys.
Races have never been my specialty, though.
It's not necessarily a race, but
What if he just waits for us to collect the keys himself and then just ambushes us?
well,
Then
by
I
then we'll be
destroy
stronger.
the keys.
And as a last resort, yes, we could do that.
Sure,
So
Darkrai
there's no chance of
wouldn't.
us. So there's no chance of us winning right now.
There might be, but the risk is not worth the reward.
All right. Well,
I would really rather not revert to, or not revert. That's what I'm thinking of.
resort.
Thank you, that one. I'd really not resort to the plan that I have prepared.
All right. Well, we better do this now. I don't know how much time we have left.
All right, Eve,
Kill
can
them.
you?
Kill the little one first.
What? Azzy was just using him as a vessel.
I don't give two shits.
I'm not gonna let you kill an innocent person.
If he can be controlled once, he'll be controlled more times.
I don't know who this Ezekiel is, but I would imagine if he could control one mind, he could control many, and that it would not matter too much whether or not you leave him alive or dead.
All right, fine. Hold on.
He's got the
Before we
city.
do anything, I'm gonna use. Do I still have that for the day?
You should.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my once per day long detect magic.
You
Okay.
already said you detected magic already.
I want to see if I still do.
On the apprentice,
Yeah.
there is illusion magic and evocation magic on the apprentice.
But the transmutation's gone.
It is.
All right, I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic at 5th level on the evocation magic. Right? Can I target one? I can only target one thing, right? With Dispel Magic.
Yes, on the evocation magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
5th level.
5th level. Roll for it.
Fuck. All right.
It's a 6th level spell.
Right. I know what it is.
Yep.
Derp. Well, I guess Lili doesn't, but I think that's a fail, right? Oh, I guess I could have guidance myself beforehand, motherfucker.
Pretty sure 15 makes
Yeah,
it.
that is that is a failure.
Oh, shit, never mind.
That's 7, yeah. All right, I'm gonna guidance myself and do it again. This time I'm casting at 3rd level.
Okay.
So,
Um,
well, I succeeded
16.
anyway. Okay.
Yep, you succeed. The evocation magic disappears. It was a contingency spell, which is 6th level.
Yep.
What are you trying to get in, Jordan?
nothing. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
All right, now I want to dispel the illusion magic.
Okay. You need to roll for this one as well.
Okay. I still have guidance up, so.
Sure.
That's the 19.
Oh yeah, that poof goes away. And the person that you're looking at now actually becomes a completely and totally separate person. Whoever they were before wasn't real. You don't recognize the person underneath either, though. They are just a young, probably 16, 17-year-old boy.
That would explain why his mind is weaker.
I know Azakil's like an aberration, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you do.
I'm going to cast protection from aberration on him. I have a spell scroll for it.
Okay. Gotcha. So go ahead and mark that off.
Yep, I did.
I'm going
Okay.
to cast Detect Thoughts.
On the apprentice?
Yep.
The apprentice is utterly unconscious and the mind is totally blank.
The mind is completely blank.
Yes,
Alright.
you detect no thoughts.
No thoughts. I think the kid's dead.
Still breathing. Very clearly still alive.
He might be a vegetable. There's
Maybe,
no
perhaps.
thoughts.
Perhaps I cast protection from aberration on him. Azakil cannot re-enter him. So let's get out of here. Bring him with us. We can try and figure out what happened, what's wrong. When we're
Pretty
someplace
sure
else.
that Azakil fried him is what happened.
You may be correct. I might be able to help. We might be able to get some information.
Damn it! I really want to say something, but it's so metagaming because I'm not in that room.
Yep.
Try and wake him up.
I'm gonna cast healing hands on him.
Okay. Healing hands. That's your level, right? So 15 HP.
Yep.
His breath stabilizes a bit, and his eyes flutter open, and he looks over at you. And his eyes kind of just roll back a little bit, and he goes back unconscious.
Was there any thoughts?
Yes, just a flicker.
What was it?
Confusion, mostly.
Okay. He's got a little bit of a spark. I guess.
Alright, so can you get us out of here now, please?
I guess. Where to?
Are you all plane shifting out of the temple?
You know, if Oz wanted the desired effect, I could just banish him. Make him go bye-bye.
Banish who?
I just said the name, darling.
Athelos?
Oz.
Why would you banish Oz?
Anyway.
I don't get it either.
Anyway, let's go.
Okay.
Where to?
Well, let's... probably... Yeah, probably... Let's go to, Oh my god, I'm so bad with city names.
It has to be a
Where your
place
mother
where
is.
I'm at. Hillsfar.
Hillsfar, yes. Hillsfar. Let's go to Hillsfar.
Come on, grizzly old man, get your doll.
Do you have the teleport spell?
I have the cube.
Okay,
I have a teleport spell, yes.
gotcha.
I can use it. Well,
Where are we going?
would you like to plane shift or actually teleport?
Well, if you specify an exact point, right? Like, plane shift should be fine.
Plane shift is inaccurate. Plane shift is like getting hot dropped into a location. Teleport is you appear exactly where you want to. So it's up to you how you do it. Technically speaking, plane shift cannot be used to appear on the same plane as you're already on.
Oh, okay.
I believe. But I think
Yeah.
we've house ruled that in the
Yeah,
past.
we've house ruled it that we can be
Yeah.
on the same plane of existence.
As long as it's the prime material plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, doesn't Temple of the Gods exist outside of the planes?
Yeah.
That's actually a good point.
So
Yeah,
yes.
it does. It's its own demi-plane, so that's fair. You would actually need to plane shift here. You can't teleport.
Good shit, Oz.
Don't forget the kid.
Good point.
I can't move him, so.
Where are you
Luna?
guys? I'm just assuming sitting right next to you.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming you guys are plane shifting out to Hillsfar then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You grab the kid?
I do.
We just
Okay.
said that. And the old
Double
dude.
checking. Making sure I don't do anything without confirmation. It's a rule.
That's fine.
All right.
Also, I'm going to go to Groen after this.
You hold out the cube, press the prime material plane, and say Hilsfar. And all of you feel that weird, familiar, tingly, slurpy sensation in your stomach as you pop out of existence. All right, I'm going to leave you all in the Temple of the Gods. Oz. Holy shit, this is going to be so crazy. All right, have you adjusted everything for everything that you took off?
Yeah, I've got all the items that he took off on my.
Right, you
sheet.
might have them, but I'm asking Steven if he's adjusted his sheet.
Yeah, my armor class is down to 19 now.
Gotcha. Okay.
Actually, is that with the shield?
Yes.
Okay, just make sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. You and Ethelos have had a chat. Here and there, he has said a few things, and the things that come out of Ethanol's mouth are a little.
Did you just say
Ethanol?
ethanol?
You 100% said ethanol.
I was like, wait, did he really just say ethanol instead of ethanol?
That's hilarious.
Good job, love.
Hold on, I gotta find a new token for him. We're gonna find a new token for. Here we go.
Yo, real talk. Can we watch this in real time?
I wish.
Yeah.
If I could animate, I would.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna post Ethanol's new token in the chat. That's his name now.
Ethanol.
All right. The things that have been coming out of his mouth don't make sense for a super intelligence like he claims he is. In fact, he seems almost clumsy. He seems cocky, a little easily manipulated. He doesn't seem like some kind of godly AI. He seems, for lack of a better word, like a normal person. Just, made out of tiny, tiny, tiny microscopic bug things that eat people. He's laid back in this chair. He's got both hands behind his head. He looks at Sigil on the ground as the barrier goes down around you, and you step forward. And he's, "What are you doing, Oz? We're chatting here." And you draw the axe across your face in the same spot that you saw the scar on Sigil's prophecy. And your axe bursts into flame. For the purposes of this fight, you can roll max damage on all your rights of the flame.
Awesome.
Yay!
Get you some, son.
He stands up, kind of cocks his head to the side. "Are you, you're gonna fight me? With all your friends gone, that's your plan?"
Yeah, it's a pretty good
You're
plan.
not gonna be here to watch, really?
I don't need him here to watch.
I was really looking forward to an audience. All right. Well, and he rolls his shoulders in an interesting motion. It's a very human thing, or tiefling thing. Hey, nobody judges. Well, let's go, I
Organic
guess.
thing there.
It's a very organic thing. Thank you. That's a good word for it.
You're
It's
very
good.
welcome.
It's a good one.
That's a great one. Look at you, little thesaurus. All right,
Because he's technically not a tiefling.
Oz.
He's also a new thingy-majigger.
Roll initiative.
Looks like a wolf.
It's a man. It's like a.
Why is there a big
Face
red
dissolving.
dot on him?
He's dead.
It's a man bear pig.
That's the Arcana Loft.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I don't
can
see a
you guys
token
see
for
them?
Ethelos.
You don't?
Nope.
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
you guys
he was
can
just.
see what's going on.
Wait, can you not?
No, I just see the temple thingy that we were in.
Do you?
Can you guys not see out of the temple?
Here.
can.
I can. You just got dark vision above 30 feet, I think, right?
He has dark vision. And this place should probably be a
To-
little lit up anyways, to be perfectly honest. So let's go ahead and light it up.
I
so y'all
see
can
I see the very edge of it now. Yeah.
Let's light it up so you can see some shit. Let's do this. Hold on.
Yes.
Pretty sure Oz is actually be giving us some kind of light anyway.
Yeah. In a second, we're gonna do has all players see light. 400 feet of light, because this place should be pretty well lit in the first place. Can y'all see what's going on better now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. Cool. All right, Oz. As you prepare yourself, you watch as a stream shoots off of Ethalos' body, off to the side, and another one of him forms off to the left and to the right. And each one of these gets their own initiative roll. What's your dex?
Dex is 16.
I think you actually win. Maybe. Hold on. Nope, he wins. Okay, cool. So Ethalos goes first. Let's get some music in here. We're gonna go for the big bad boss music.
Oh yeah, baby.
Ethalos lunges forward now, his whole body moving a little bit faster than you really are able to track with your very organic eyes, so to speak. Ethalos is going to go ahead and immediately start off the fight by using Cloud of Nanites. Gets within 10 feet of you. As the barrier drops, your axe bursts into flame. He appears in front of you. It's almost instantaneous. And he says, "Boo." And a swarm, a cloud of just material flies off of him. I need you to go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Cool. I'm pretty good at those, actually.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too. Actually, it really doesn't matter, let's be honest.
Okay. This cloud starts to kind of move on its own, like a gas that's being shaped. It attaches itself to your body, and you feel like a sting around you, but nothing really hurts too much. You actually manage to kind of brush whatever it is off. You are not instantly killed. Oz, it's now your
Wonderful.
turn.
Alright, I mean, come on.
Well, let's see what you got. I'm curious. I want to see how far you get. 14 does not hit, not even close.
Mm.
Oof.
11's not gonna hit either.
Did
That's fine,
you
we're
move into
gonna
melee
action
range with
surge.
him?
Yeah, I would have.
Okay. So move into melee range. You're gonna action surge. Go ahead, 2 more hits.
Ch-ch-ch-chew. Come on. Big money, big money.
Ooh, buddy. 21 misses.
What?
13 misses.
Jesus.
4 hits. He
They
seems to
seem
just
like
split.
23.
His AC just seems his form just seems to split apart every time that you swing your axe. You're not able to find any purchase whatsoever. He isn't even really there, it seems. It is now. Do you have a bonus action you're going to use?
I'm going to bonus action to light the other side of my axe.
Okay, hell yeah. You light the other side of your axe, slicing it across. You roll max damage with any hit that you land with your Rite of the Flame, which I believe is just 4 damage. So, that'll end your turn. Ethalos, number BC135, is going to approach you. He's going to go ahead and he is going to reach out. His hand seems to almost wrap around your body. He's going to use Life Drain. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
I can always pass these for so long, guys.
He can't get into the temple regardless.
That is a success. You're only going to take half of the total damage. So you're going to take 9 points of necrotic damage as nanites do start to kind of dissolve parts of your skin where they do touch. And that is going to end his turn. Ethalos is going to use a legendary action at the end of his own turn. And he is going to use Cloud of Dust. Make me another Constitution saving throw.
I do, but he
Okay.
win?
No.
Constitution, that's right.
Yep, Constitution. Damn, nice. You're good at these. You're good at these. You are not blinded, and you take no damage. So that is the end of his legendary action. At the start of Ethelos 3's turn, he's going to move close to you, and he is going to life drain as well. Make me a Constitution saving throw, please. That's a success. Do you only take half damage? Oh, that's not what I meant.
Jesus!
Holy
You're gonna take 10 points of necrotic damage.
shnikes.
The nanites are now starting to like dissolve at your ribs. They're working their way inwards, and you can actually start to really feel it. It's not feeling great. At the end of that Ethelos' turn, main Ethelos is going to go ahead and use another legendary action, and he is going to use Energy Drain. Roll me another con save. Yes, all of his shit is con saves.
Yes, it's a good thing.
The robot is
You're really good at
real.
these. Okay, it's cool. Nothing happens. Ethelos' turn starts. He's going to go ahead and see if he gets his nanites back. He does not, so he is going to use... let's see. He's going to use Unravel. Make me a Wisdom saving throw, please.
Well, that's not what you need.
Nope.
That is a failure, Oz. Your head gets kind of fuzzy. You're having a very difficult time thinking right now. You have a disadvantage on all attack rolls and saving throws until a Greater Restoration or a Remove Curse spell is cast on you.
Cool.
Oz, it's now your turn.
All right. I am going to use a bonus action to rage.
Okay, you are now raging. Roar.
And then I'm going to swing half-phase revenge at him again.
Okay,
The one directly in front of me.
nice. 20 does not hit. 21
does
doesn't
not hit.
hit. Nope.
Come on.
Nope. It's like 22 or 23. I can't
unfortunate.
remember.
You don't know what his AC is.
Come on.
Oz does.
Oh wait, does Oz know his AC?
Yep.
It's 22.
Oh yeah, it's 22.
Remember Inside Hill Fighter?
Yeah, I forgot about that. It's a cool ability. At the end of your turn, he's going to go ahead and use a legendary action, and he is going to use Become as Gods. Oz, make me a Wisdom saving throw
At
Word
disadvantage.
dog.
With disadvantage. Fuck.
with disadvantage. That is a failure. Oz, you are brought to your knees as the pain in your skull gets so much worse. Something is wrong up there, and you can't think anymore. You are going to take 18d6 damage.
Holy shit.
That is 59 points of necrotic damage.
Oh my gosh.
Your speed is now reduced by half. And you are stunned.
Cool. Guys, I'm still alive. It's cool.
You've lived a decent amount of time. That's okay though. Ethelos.
Don't you have resistance to damage?
Not necrotic.
Not necrotic, no.
Oh, okay.
He has resistance to physical
Bludgeoning.
damage.
Yeah, physical
okay.
damage.
Yeah. He is gonna go ahead and use life drain again on you.
Disadvantage. Sadly.
Give me a second.
Well, that's a con save, right?
Yeah. Yep. Constitution saving throw, please. Oh, oof. That is just barely a failure. All right, you're gonna take the full damage this time. You take another 28 points of necrotic damage. The pain inside your skull is getting so much worse, and you're now looking down, and you can see where he touched you earlier, where his hand was sitting. You can actually now see the bone being exposed at your ribs. You are currently in the process of dissolving.
Nice.
Oh man.
All right, at the end of that... Oh, no, he can't use another legendary action. No, that costs all of them. This Ethelos is going to use life drain as well. Constitution save. Disadvantage.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
This is pretty much what's happening. That's a failure. 27 points of necrotic damage.
This is hurting my soul.
This actually hurts me a little bit.
Are we
I'm like,
able to
"Ooh."
see this, technically speaking?
No, the characters
Okay.
can't see what's happening.
I feel like all of us are just like all of us are like you know that weird thing like when you talk about someone you sneeze. Like, I feel like all of our hearts are just like clenched right now.
Oof.
Like, hold on. Can they hear on the inside of the Temple of the
They
Gods?
can't. No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay, good.
All right. Oh, oof. Okay, he doesn't get the nanites back. And that is going to be the end of his turn. Ethalos' turn. It starts now. He's going to go ahead and use life drain on you again. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yep.
That's a six. Oh no,
9 disadvantage.
Yep.
That's a big old failure.
Ooh, 27 points of damage. 26 points of damage. And you look down, and now the bone itself is dissolving. There's not even really pain in that specific spot anymore. It's just an overall sensation. It is one of the most painful things you've ever experienced, but that particular part of you is completely numb.
Yo, dog, that's negative 12 health on that.
Are you dead?
Yeah,
You're done?
I'm unconscious at this point.
If Ethalos reduces somebody to 0 HP, they die automatically.
No. Oh gosh.
As any fight left in you is gone. You are dissolved completely.
I have a question.
Yes.
Was this was happening while we were talking inside the temple, right?
Yes. This technically speaking, this is right about the same time as you met Jordan's new character.
Okay.
But we're not retconning anything. We've already established what happened. So
That's fine.
Oz, you are dead.
Not
But
the first time.
Not the first time. Might not be the last. We'll see. Gonna go ahead and stop the music here. I really wanted you guys to fight him. I really wanted it.
Yeah, no.
Really glad we didn't.
That dude is scary.
Yeah, but you
okay.
had to think that was a 3-on-1 fight, not an even fight.
Every fight with Ethalos is a 3-on-1.
It's because he's chicken shit.
I mean, I suppose. I don't think AIs have a concept of honor, perhaps. Not this one, anyways.
Still chicken shit.
Oz. It is not comfortable in here, you notice. Such a big place should be comfortable, but this, not so much. You have been in this gym once before, and it was for but a brief moment. When Thex, the agent of the Silent Hand, struck you down, you were immediately resurrected by your deal with Jergal, the one life that you had stored up, the one life renewed. But this one's not so simple. While you do have some energy stored up capable of potentially resurrecting you, though you hadn't quite made it to a whole life yet, you do not have a body anymore. You become acutely aware of this fact as you kind of almost disassociate from it. That was a body. It was a body. Was it really yours, though? You're not really sure, and the infinite expanse that you are trapped in right now, this endless series of crystalline structures, is impossible to truly grasp. You are stuck in the soul gem.
Do I have a form in the soul gem?
You think about this for a second, and you realize that, yeah, you can form yourself in the soul gem. You have a concept of identity, but it's smoke in the wind. It's difficult to keep a hold of. You form yourself, and you can kind of almost see hands for a second, and then they vanish away, and then they're coming back again. It's there, but it's very, very faint.
Do I hear anything in here?
No. It's really one of the most striking and immediate
You said Ein was attached, so Ein would be there, wouldn't he?
Don't interrupt.
Okay.
It's one of the most striking and immediate effects of this kind of disassociation is that you notice your senses do not function in the way that they used to. Not quite. You don't hear anything. Nothing is coming in through your ears because you realize quickly you don't have ears. You don't have a body anymore. You are just a something locked inside this endless prison of crystalline structures. It's disorienting as well. You can't get a sense of direction. Up is not up, down is not down. Nothing really makes a lot of sense. But as you start to hone in to this area, you do hear, quote unquote, something. And it's energy. You in purgatory. This is kind of purgatory. It's not pleasant. It is very unpleasant.
It's a world between worlds.
Yes.
But it's not a world.
And you do hear something. It's an energy. It is a rush. It's hard to call it hearing so much as feeling as well. You almost just sense it in general. And then you see these crystalline structures. Each one of them contains a very loose, wispy form, just the same as yours. And they are endless. And then you remember what's in this soul gem. Ein. You see hundreds upon thousands upon hundreds of thousands of these structures. In each one of them, the same strange form in the center. And you try to approach it, but walking isn't something that you can do. You don't have legs, and when you think of moving them, nothing happens. You don't feel them at all. It's very very strange feeling. But after a few moments of trying, you manage to figure out some way to shift yourself forward in this vast expanse. And as you approach one of these crystalline structures, you can almost see a reflection. It's unclear, it's wispy, like yourself, but for a moment you catch perhaps yourself? But it fades, it blends into the shape within the crystal itself. And as the reflection and the shape inside the crystal almost merge together, the shape inside gives you a small wave, as something that could be a hand kind of appears out of its form.
I mean, I have no way of... Can I communicate with it? Can I try and speak to it?
You can try.
Where am I?
You try and speak, and like your legs, there's no vocal cords, there's no nasal cavity or oral chamber to form any sound. There is nothing. And you try again, and you push it again, and you get it this time. Something happens. You can feel your voice. Maybe not quite hear it. But the figure inside the crystal reacts to it. And all of the figures around you in all of these crystalline structures all stand up in unison and look down at you. And the reflection that you see of yourself in this crystal and the entity inside, you quickly realize with a immediate surge of realization, they look exactly the same. The figure inside the crystal speaks up this time, and you can feel its words in your mind? Question mark? Well, I didn't expect to see you here anytime soon. You are rather irresponsible.
Is that Ein?
Yep.
It is.
Man, I wasn't exactly expecting to be here.
I wasn't expecting you to be here this soon either. But here you are.
What do you mean this soon? Like I was supposed to be here anyway?
Oh, you would have turned up here one way or another. You always do. Every time.
What?
He motions around, and all of these shapes inside these crystals make the exact same movement. Oh, come on.
All of these are me.
Every one of them.
Have we had this conversation before?
Yes.
How many times?
Millions. You don't remember any of it, of course. You never do. He turns around.
No.
All of the other figures turn around as well.
Wait, so you and me were this same.
The same person.
Yeah. How does that even work?
Time is a funny thing. He sits down inside the crystal.
It's a big mess of stuff.
It is. And as you're talking, you notice the forms. All of the forms inside the crystals and your own are solidifying slowly. They're beginning to take more and more shape. We've failed a bunch, Oz.
How many times have we failed?
He looks around at all the crystals.
Millions.
Each one a different timeline.
I can get out of here though. I
You
can
do.
get out and I can.
You do. You get out. You make the deals. You get the crystals. You save the world.
Every time?
Every single time.
We
And
can't
then you all die.
again? Every time?
Again. Every time.
So are my friends, are they all
All of you.
they like us?
No. Stuck in their own times. You're a little special.
I get that a lot.
I know. Oz, you made a deal with a certain someone.
I've made a lot of deals. You're gonna need to be more specific.
Portals don't only exist on the physical realm. Portals can exist in many different ways. There are millions of world lines. There are millions of you. There are millions of me. I'm one of them. And not a single one has ever successfully stopped AshWinter.
There's just gotta be constants. What things are the same every time?
Every single time you think you've won, you get to the temple, you open the door, you step inside and joyously cry out, "We've got it. We have the key." And you use it against AshWinter, and that's it. That's the end.
But if that's the end, then how do we not? Why do we keep doing? Why does this keep repeating?
Because the key is the only way to defeat AshWinter. We just don't know how to use it properly. A million ways of trying, and we've never once got it right.
Is my team the same every time?
It varies. from world line to world line. Sometimes there are small changes, little tiny things you wouldn't think. Sometimes there's more people. Sometimes they die sooner. The only true constant is that you always fail.
So what if we just don't go inside the temple this time?
No, we've tried that one. AshWinter broke through the crystal sphere and consumed the world, yada yada. There was one time we
Okay.
thought we had it. We allied with Azzy. Went very well at first, and then he betrayed us all and ended the world.
Really should have seen that one coming.
Really should have seen that one coming.
No shit.
Really should have thought about that a little bit. Oh, and Ethelos, he won one time. We thought we had AshWinter on the brink. We drove it back with Ethelos's help. And then Azzy was the problem. We took care of Azzy. No issues. Well, turns out when you leave a superintelligence alone, the world ends.
Really should have seen that one coming too.
Really should have seen that one coming.
So we've tried all these different times, and we
Every
fail
time.
every time.
Every time.
So each one of these osmotions to the crystals is a different soul, or just a different version of the same soul?
I'm not quite sure how it works, but I think it's just different versions of the same soul over and over and over. And sometimes the world lines interact with each other.
Like in ours, where you happen to be my shield.
I'm always your shield. It started the first time you made the deal with Jurgal. And then you went and made another deal with Shandakul. And now here you are, outside of time.
So how do we get back every time?
Every single time the world ends, and another crystal forms, another shadow in it, and we find ourselves attuning to yet another Oz.
See, it's different. It's going to be different this time because I can get out of here. The same Oz can get out of here,
Right?
and I can win.
He almost seems sad.
Okay, I have an idea. We were going to use it to save some other actual souls, but if I can get these different versions of this same soul into bodies, we can have an army to fight AshWinter.
He looks around. Now there's an idea we haven't tried yet.
There's these things called Warforged. I mean, obviously we've probably used them before to some capacity.
We've used the Warforged before. You always get the gem with whatever millions of souls are in it. It's always a different number.
2.5 this time.
Well, 3.5 was better, but that's okay.
Okay, but what if we don't use those souls? What if we use all of the collective souls in this gem? Every
I'm not.
one is a different Oz. Every Oz wants to fight and stop AshWinter.
Huh. It's different. We haven't tried it yet, so
Oz
whatever
number
works.
1,000,001, perfect.
Well, they're going to find you a new body. You die here every time. It's always excruciating.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good.
No, dying's not pleasant. But
That's not the part I mind. It's the disintegration part. That was new, and it hurt.
yeah, been disintegrated. We've been killed in basically every way. You can name a method of death, and we have probably experienced it.
Fire, drowning,
Yes, yes,
explosion,
yes.
having something punch an explosive into you and then blowing it up.
That is something that has happened. Yes.
I really like doing that one to other stuff.
Yeah, it's happened to you too.
What about in your general area? Kidding.
Stabbed by a party member's dagger.
Yes, that has been a thing.
Yeah.
You have been
Yeah, I
stabbed
feel
by
like that-
multiple party members' daggers, actually. I believe your last words were, at 2 growing.
Hey, hey! Oh, yeah, what about my mind melting from thinking too hard?
You did have an aneurysm once, so yes.
It was in here, wasn't it?
No,
You don't-
you were in a library.
Shit.
That makes a
There you go.
lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
So,
Oh.
I guess you get to hang out here and talk to me for a while.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, not that you're not interesting. It's just
No,
I
not
kinda
that
wanna
I'm
be
not interested. I mean, you're
out there
yeah.
hitting stuff. How do I make a body in this place? Because this whole gaseous form thing is really not doing it for me.
Look around you. There are millions of us. You think we would have figured it out by now. Enjoy.
Yeah. Did we not figure it out by now? Wait. What? Did we not figure it out by now?
I'm afraid not. All
So-
right.
All right.
We're gonna go ahead and pan the camera. We're gonna do like one of the smash cuts straight over back to Lili and the group over here, Lili and the gang.
A petition to not be called Lili in the gang.
listen. This was Lili's Temple of the Gods, so I have to call the group Lili and the gang for right now.
They are still the Ozettes, whether Oz is there or not.
Oh gosh.
Alright. Can we take a small break here? Go to
Yeah,
the
I'm
bathroom?
looking at the time. It's time to go ahead and take a break here. We're gonna pick up with Lili. We're gonna pick up with the Ozettes.
I'm not the Ozette, so
You're
never mind
damn
that
straight.
again. Sure, we're ready. I am unmuted.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get down to business. Okay. Anyways, so we get back.
I'll sing
The
the song.
I don't want to get.
Songs.
I don't want to get sued. Singing it is bad too. Don't worry.
Can we get switched to
Yeah,
the
we
world
can
map then?
start.
Or
Oh.
Hills Farm map?
Yep, we can get switched to the Hills Farm app. You guys are in Hills Farm. We're gonna talk like this.
The hills are alive with far.
No.
The sound of
Cease this immediately. All right. Get some music back in here. Get us all started up again. Gonna get some not creepy music for once, because I like that playlist way too much.
Yes, you
Pog
Sorry, I just really like creepy music.
This is honestly one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah, mine too. Solemn Vow by Tabletop Audio. It is free to use, copyright. Well, it's not copyright free, but it's open license, and it's royalty free. You can use it anywhere you want. Great track. Thank you, Tabletop Audio. We love you. All right, so you all appear back in Hills Far. Due to your plane shift, you appeared in kind of a random spot, but because of one of your friends just dying, maybe if it's just temporary, but dying, you appear on the docks.
Lili immediately, I don't know how to describe this, but like starts probing into the soul gem.
Okay.
With like
I
her
just take out Ein. You can literally
magical-
ask the shield.
All right. Ara, what are you doing?
Lili's gonna probe into like the magic, like with her magical essence to kind of create. I don't know how to describe this. Like, I guess a beacon.
A beacon. I'm not sure
Yeah.
what you're going for here. bud.
So, So I guess it'd be better. So she's, I'm not sure about like whether or not Churkle's gonna take Oz's soul or not. So it's kind of like a because Lili's seen inside of the soul gem when she identified it.
You have talked over yourself about 5 times now. We need to focus in on what you're actually trying to do. You keep talking in circles.
I know, because I'm describing. Okay, I'm not sure how to describe it. Is why I'm like trying to describe.
Well, I can't do something you can't describe.
Preventative measures from his soul leaving the soul gem because of Jurgle or
Yes.
anybody else.
A hand.
You're trying to pull him out of the soul gem, or
No, trying to offer like a guiding hand.
what are you guiding him for? That's what I'm asking.
So that he stays there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, in the soul gem.
So you think about it for a minute. There's not a lot of ways to do this. You're not 100% sure how to interact with this properly. It's actually a little different than Luna's soul gem because it is not a soul gem meant for specifically one soul or even millions of souls. It is you've known it was different since the first time you identified it. So you're not 100% sure how to interface with this, but you do cast guidance. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
Seven. Might be about right now.
Why don't you? Why
I
don't
mean, I
you-
did make one.
Huh? Yeah.
I did make one. Okay.
Yeah. It's a 7. You're having difficulty finding any kind of purchase within this soul gem. Whatever magical essence you're pouring into it doesn't seem to stick.
Seeing the frustration on Lili's face that I'm sure is presenting itself because of how Lili is, Isidro would be
Why don't you try again? One take may not always be possible.
and you have a bardic inspiration now.
It's a D12.
Can I try again?
Yes.
Oh, fancy.
You guys have a bard again.
Oh, I do.
Yay.
Mhm.
Bard's great.
It's a 20. That succeeds. You cast guidance. Before I go into this part, Eve, you take out Ein? Question mark? And you're going to talk to Ein, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ein, how's Oz doing?
Who is doing that? Like, open mic. Let's not, please. That's real annoying. What did you say?
I said, Ein, how is Oz doing?
Oz is perfectly fine in here. I'm keeping him safe.
Okay, good. I mean, link somehow. I just don't know how.
Oz, within the Soul Gym, you are sitting here talking to Ein. This is... Time is not relative here or anything else, so it's hard to compare like when this happens, quote unquote. It's not just hard; it's literally impossible to compare. But as you're speaking to Ein about various topics, or yourself about various topics, you learn that you've gone by many names. You feel your form solidify just a bit, and you look down, and the hands are solid. And you find that you can kind of keep yourself together a little bit more. And it feels kind of vaguely familiar.
Am I able to talk to them through the shield, or is that just a you thing?
If you'd like to try. Do you?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Just, are they safe?
Eve, you're holding the shield, which really Ein is actually not just the shield. It's the shield is kind of irrelevant. Ein's just kind of attached itself to the shield. But you're holding the shield, and you suddenly hear Oz's voice come out of it.
Yes? We're in Hillsfar.
All of you can hear this.
Oh my goodness.
We're in Hillsfar, and it looks like we picked up a tag along. I kind of want to stab him still, because he just randomly appeared in the temple.
Yep, sounds like you. Yep.
Thank God you're safe.
Well, I kind of died.
No, duh.
There's a lot. It's too much to explain while I'm a shield.
I'm working on that.
What, Lili?
I'm working on that. Continue, sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, just as a note, Lili pulls out the letter.
Okay.
And starts reading through it. Continue.
Okay. So
For Steven.
I'm going to go see Groen. He still should have the scroll of reincarnation, and I might see if I can get little fluffy buddy back.
What?
If he's willing, of course. But the magic he can wield would be invaluable to us.
I don't know that it helps. In the end, I don't know that having him there or not would even help. I've done this before, apparently.
Okay.
All of the Eins, all of the yous are watching you while you're speaking.
Every little bit helps. Overkill is preferable. Trust nothing and hope for the best.
Trust nothing and hope for the best sounds like something that I would get on a Hot Topic t-shirt, and I kind of need it now.
I meant, you know.
No, you're good. I'm pretty sure that's a song by The Used.
But, should I tell Groen you technically don't have a body? I think he'd kill me if he knew that we let you die.
Yeah, you might want to leave that part out.
Okay, I will tell him you're getting a modification for your body.
You're going to seek her out, correct?
Yes.
Will you leave Ein with me?
I can do that, but I'm going to suggest that you put him in a bag of holding or something, not actually keep him out in the open. Since he is possibly one of the keys. Either that or you keep him close and you don't let him out of your sight.
That's what I plans on doing.
Okay.
If I have any say, I'd really like to not go.
Go what?
Not go what?
I'd really like to not go back into a bag.
It is rather droll.
Well, would you have preferred me to carry him like he's my shield instead?
Well, I mean, I just don't want to go back into a bag. I appreciate being in a bag before, just not so much now.
Okay, that's fine. What are we gonna do with should we tell him about what happened in the temple?
Who? Astra?
Ezekiel, darling, Ezekiel.
Oh, no.
Wait.
No.
We're good. He didn't hurt us. That's all you gotta know.
What? All right.
Although we should probably figure out what to do with the boy.
He is still unconscious, isn't it?
I'll leave you guys alone for 10 minutes.
I don't know if you can actually see from his eyes or.
As you say that, Eve, Ethanol, Ein reaches out his hands and puts it up to the crystal, and kind of motions for you to do the same.
For Oz to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When your hands kind of meet on each side of the crystal, you can now see the world around you. You have 360 degrees of vision out to 60 feet, and it is perfect sight. 100% perfect sight. You can see every grain of sand or speck of dust within 60 feet of you. You can hear, and the weird thing is, you actually have almost a sense of feeling and a sense of smell. You can smell the ocean salt right now.
I
Okay.
point Ian down to the ground where the unconscious body is. That was the quote-unquote apprentice.
Okay, Ein, can you always see like this, bud?
All the time. It's
How
kind
am
of
I still getting
interesting.
hit by shit?
He seems really dejected at this comment.
Do you want me to hit you?
A shield is only as good as its wearer.
Well, okay.
I can't move.
I guess.
Would we have heard that? Just.
I'll have you know, in another timeline, you blocked a meteor with me.
You totally.
Oz,
Love it.
Do you want me to, hit you?
Don't hit me.
Well, you.
Don't.
It's a new experience for you.
Don't ding my shield.
What if it's just a love tap?
Don't ding my shield.
I don't think there's any love, anything she does with that dagger.
I'm surprised Darkrai hasn't spoken up yet.
Roll a d4 for me, because we don't know what he is today.
Fuck my butt.
He is evil.
For somebody coming back real quick,
with these.
is Oz back, and are we seeing a physical manifestation of Ein? That's all.
No,
Nope.
so
Okay.
Oz can, just like Ein is a sentient weapon that can see. He has vision. He has some limited senses. Oz is sharing those senses with Ein. And
Okay.
and an interesting note about the vision is that your vision stops at 60 feet. You cannot see beyond 60 feet at all. It's just darkness.
That's weird.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So
Everything within that 60 feet is absolutely perfect vision, though, and perfectly illuminated. You can see into shadows. You can almost kind of ignore differences in light values.
I'm essentially a sentient weapon right now, guys.
You literally are right now.
Wait,
Yep,
what do
yep,
you
yep.
mean, Darkwire?
Darkwire?
Yeah, you
Uh,
said
d-
easy with these. And...
Be easy with these. They're important.
Look, this is all really nice, and I hate to rush, but I'm really worried. I would like to start working on his body as soon as possible.
Did you just say try to reconnect him with his body, or...
No, work on his body.
Okay.
Oh, there is no reconnecting me to my body.
No, I just misheard her.
I'm just really glad your plan was what I thought it was.
Good news is you've got a blacksmith here that you worked with on Luna's body. So
Yes, I know. That's where I need to go.
Hey, can I get a body that's not like Luna's? I don't want to look like a little girl.
you can right now.
Oh,
You
Oz
never
doesn't
said-
have to poop anymore.
You never sent me what was in the letter, by the way.
I actually hold on. I'll send it to you. I sent it to Ren the other night.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you?
But as you
Grr.
see, the unconscious body is not what he seemed to be. He's like 17 years old, Oz.
Well, I mean, the first part of that you're gonna have to get from Ren because I'm not 100% sure on what everything that Oz knows about his situation.
I will write you up a 14-page paragraph because
Oh.
Oz knows a lot. He knows a little bit.
I think that probably the best bet would be to have you talk to Jergal, if you can even do that.
Ooh, is Lili gonna? Ooh, hold on. This might be getting interesting.
And this one right here, and I point the shield towards the other dude, which I haven't memorized his name yet, and say, "This is our stowaway." Not sure where he
Wait.
came from.
Hold up.
Okay.
What did you say, Steven?
Oz would probably highly recommend that you talk to Jergal about the situation.
Yeah.
If that's something that Lili could even do.
She's a cleric, so I imagine she would know how to contact him.
Lili, you would know that this could potentially be possible. I mean, technically, anyone can commune with the gods if the gods allow it. You've never communed with any other gods other than Saloon, and the only interaction you've had with Jergal was when he christened Oz as champion.
Yeah.
The instructions to bring Oz back would be detailed you got from Ren.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Or you get from, yeah.
The instructions are pretty
Pretty straightforward as far as putting a soul into a body.
Which she already knows how to do.
It's a little different than what she knows, but similar, same vein.
Same vein.
We're stopping electromagnetism, and we're moving on to like weak nuclear force.
Anyways, I wouldn't call me a stowaway. It's more of just a little lost. That's a little insulting.
Lost is not the word I'd use. You literally stumbled into a plot that is literally going to try and destroy the world, darling.
But I don't know where I'm at, so that is kind of the definition of lost.
You're in Hillsfar.
Wait, not wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, I do believe that I do have some business here, but I can meet up with you later, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Right. Time is of the essence, though. Eve, you need to go. You said you want to talk to Groen. You need to go do that, and you need to go get your mother.
Yes.
Somebody stay with the old man.
Do you want to stay with the old man?
No, I have to go with Lili.
Do I hear all this conversation happening?
Yeah, it's coming out of the shield.
I don't need somebody coming with me. I'd be rather fine without it.
Do we need someone to watch them? Because if so, I have nothing really else to do. Well, I have some domestic things to take care of, but that's like priority right now.
I've heard a term of ageism, and I'm feeling it right now.
Well, I don't know if
It's
you
not
know...
ageism.
I don't know if you know the
Xenophobia,
rounds.
then.
Zuma, why don't you come with me? I'll send Luna with him.
The-
Sure.
Is that all right, Luna?
She looks over at the guy and then she looks back at you. And
he seems kind of lost.
Well, I'm trying to state that Inazuma has been around in the city, so he'd probably know.
On this note, I start wandering kind of away, trying to get lost in the streets.
your little doll, is your doll made out of wax?
Oh, he's riding on my shoulders. Nah, he's wood.
He's
But
wood. Okay.
He's like painted.
Pinocchio.
Okay, cool. So like painted wood. He currently has his dagger in his hands and he's flipping it back and forth on your shoulder.
No. Remember, he fakes being dead.
Oh,
remember?
right. My bad.
Yeah, you kind of gave it away. It's okay.
Oh shit, my bad.
No, he's just draped over my shoulder, just chilling.
Yeah, there's just a little doll over his shoulder,
Yeah.
which you guys saw moving once.
You think?
You think? Could have been an illusion.
Lily gets in really close to whisper to Luna. Try and figure out what his deal is. Like, that doll's kind of creepy.
I'm a spy?
Yes.
Very horrible spy.
I would kind of move down an alleyway as this is happening, by the way.
Hey, old man, wait up!
Crowd of
Don't tell him.
people.
She zoops after. Wait, old dude.
Lily says telepathically, "Don't tell him you're a spy."
I'm gonna follow you.
I need to know how far away I am. Like if she can see me at this point.
No, because you turned into the alley. She's catching up very quickly. She'll be on you in like
I drop the
seconds.
illusion and I go into the younger form.
Okay. She zoops around the corner. She looks around. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna need you to make a sleight of hand check first.
Okay.
I need you to make a sleight of hand check to hide your doll.
Oh wow,
Okay.
that's really bad.
Yeah, roll me a. Ooh.
I'm gonna
Oh,
use
don't-
a bardic inspiration on that, by the way.
Okay, go for it.
D12, right? Yeah.
Yes, it's a D12.
What the fuck? It's a 2 into a
What is
1.
Luna's passive perception?
11.
That meets it. You succeed.
Okay, good.
Wow. You managed to just barely get the doll in your bag fast enough. She gets around the corner, looks at you, go,
Hey, there was an old man. I'm trying to find him. He was really slow. And what? How did? Oh,
Do I hear this?
Does she say this out loud?
She does say it out loud, yeah.
Oh, I do believe I saw a man go down, and he points to a side road. He was kind of hobbled a little bit. And it went down that way.
yeah. He looks stinky. I can't smell, but he looked stinky. Okay.
He did stink.
And she zoops down that side road. Lili, roll a perception check. Why not?
I was about to roll. There we go. Oof.
No, you hear yelling after him, but once she disappears around the corner, it's you hear her, but you're not really sure what she's saying.
Okay.
Luna's little adventure.
I hope I didn't
What
just
have you
get
done?
Luna completely lost.
She can't get lost. It's okay.
Yeah.
She really can't get lost. She knows the
Okay,
exact
good.
location of Lili at all times.
Okay, guys. The last time somebody got lost in Hillsfar, they ended up starting a cult.
That's true.
That's huge.
True.
Luna's
Oh,
gonna come
man,
back
this
with
is-
like 80 stray cats.
on that note, I am heading to the Quiet District to see the Silent Hand.
You're heading to the Quiet District to what?
That's where the Silent Hand is,
Silent.
correct?
No.
This is Silent.
Oh.
Is that?
Son of-
Did we put Silent Hand there?
Thought
Nope.
we did. Well,
I thought
this
they
is what
withdrew.
happens when you come back anyways. But I'm still going
No.
to go to the Silent District, okay?
The
Okay.
Quiet District, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sure,
Quiet,
head to the Quiet District. There is Oz. Where are your followers right now? Hold on, it's been a minute since we checked in on them.
They should still be there.
There are a lot of them there.
You told
Yeah,
them.
I
to-
also sent the ones from Blastingdale to there.
Right. Okay. Cool. So yeah, there's a ton. There's this huge encampment of people, and as you enter it, there are like makeshift houses. There's tents. There are probably to the tune of rough guess anywhere from 2.5 to 5,000 people here, and
It's not so quiet.
yeah, it's not so quiet anymore now that the enchantment's been lifted off this district. Very loud. They're kind of tight packed, so it's kind of slowly starting to turn into a little shanty city within the city walls. But I don't know if your character would have been here before. Your backstory,
no,
we'll go with it.
He would have. Remember, it's in the backstory that he was sent from Groen, and I thought Groen was here.
In Hillsfar? Oh no, Groen's
Yeah.
Groen's way off.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That was just a misunderstanding of
That's
locations.
fine. So has your character ever been to Hillsfar? You're from
no,
one of the
Ben,
big
it was a
cities. Okay.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Yeah, you've
See,
never
this-
seen this before.
Yeah.
This may be my fault because I told Jordan that I had put Groen in charge of a group of the of followers of Oz.
Oh,
Technically, the Silent Hand at that point was.
that's fine. We're making a backstory on the spot. It's cool. This is how
Slowly
you
adapting
D&D. This is how you D&D. So yeah, you've never been to Hillsfar before. You've heard of it, of course, living where you lived before. And you know some of the dealings with the Silent Hand have happened here, but you've never been here yourself. It's an interesting little city. The smell of fish and salt and ocean covers the entire thing, basically, from top to bottom. And this particular district is not the cleanest. It's kind of
sucks.
come down.
Yeah. He's just kind of cockily strutting through, looking for like a sign of Groen. Then,
Okay.
A sign of
but he's not going to find him here, obviously. So,
Sign of
Yeah.
Groen.
Yeah, he you unfortunately do not find any signs of your friend.
in that case, he would stroll down to a bar and just sit and enjoy the scenes, sitting back.
Okay. Sit down at a bar. This is like a little open air bar.
Mhm.
Went to a little bit nicer place in the city, and now you're not far from
No such thing.
now you're not terribly far from the actual coast, from the ocean itself. And there's this little open air bar where they just kind of have people walking around filling up drinks whenever. People can just sit here and relax. So Is that all you're doing?
For the moment, well, that and other people can do things, and then we can come back.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's Lili and the Ozettes doing?
Please stop calling us that.
It's sticking.
You can't make me.
Then I will leave the campaign.
All right,
Seriously,
well,
AshWinter's
I'll eat your
End.
character.
I vote for that group name.
I do not.
Oh.
Wow. Why? It's a cool name. AshWinter's End? Come on.
Wait, what?
AshWinter's End.
Oh, yeah,
I said
sure,
I vote for that name.
Yeah, that.
Much
better than the other one.
Anyway. Right, so Eve, you go talk to Groen, get your mother. Here, she hands you one of the sending stones.
Okay. Here's the
That way-
problem with this. You're literally asking my mother.
Who has Groen's sending stone?
I
Lili
do.
Does.
Okay.
Asking your mother to what?
You're asking my mother to uproot her life. It's also why I wanted to kill him. Anyway, I'm going.
Okay.
I start drawing a teleportation sigil for Silent Inn.
Okay. And you complete it, and you appear on the receiving portal of the Temple of the Silent Hand. There's currently a guy in the room, and he just looks at you like, "What? Where'd you come from?
I've come to talk to Ethanol.
Who the hell is you?" Ethelos's head. What?
His mouthpiece.
Oh. Oh, right, yeah, the dwarf.
Yes.
Real funny one, that one. Real
all-
funny.
He's all over the place. Do you know where he is?
What's your name again?
I've never given a name.
Oh, why ain't you giving no names? Names are important, you know.
I suppose so.
See, I mean, I'm here guarding this. I'm not supposed to let anybody through unless I know them. I don't know you.
And I don't know you.
Well, that puts us in a little conundrum.
Then go get him. I only need him for a tiny spell. I will happily sit here.
Fucking give him the stabby stab. All right. Don't you move though.
I
Don't you
will.
move. You move, you're gonna get the belt. He puts his hand on his belt, and then you just see there's like 40 knives attached to his belt.
Oh
The
gosh.
belt.
I think my dagger outbeats your daggers.
You got one. I got 40. All right, I'll be right back. A few moments pass by before Groen appears. Following this man, he's grumbly as usual. Combo with myself was oh yeah. I mean, you could have gone with Eve. We could have retconned that.
Yeah.
Because I literally said you're literally putting Groen's life in danger
No, but
in the temple. So.
Groen comes in behind the man, grumbling. You know, who that?
Oh, what do you want? Oh, you. How's it going?
How's it going? I need to borrow you for a ritual spell that I gave you. It was a spell scroll?
Yeah, the history has told me not to quite trust you and, borrowing, as you say, me for spells. But what are you looking for?
It's a reincarnation spell.
Why?
Looks at the dude.
What?
I'd rather say in private.
Well,
Hey,
I
get the fuck out. It's
yes,
good.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He like bows his head and like scurries out of the room and closes the door.
What?
The Arcanoloth that we met, he's dead, and I need you to reincarnate him.
Why is he dead? And why would I care?
Well,
Sorry.
he he told us everything about the prophecy that he had. And
Okay.
I'm not supposed to do this, because you're probably going to kill me, and Oz is probably going to kill me whenever he gets back, but I'd rather you had kill me.
Get back.
He stayed behind and fought Ethanol.
Sucks.
Yeah, and he was, in his soul gem thingy, majigger, whatever you want to call it. Lili's working on a fix for that. He's getting a new body.
You mentioned none of that to anybody.
Will do. Which part?
None of it.
Will do.
I'm totally retconning this. Growen's a lot more serious now after all this than normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine with that, but I thought I'd be honest with you, darling.
Okay, so what am I going to kill you for?
Wait, what? Now I'm confused. Just the spell scroll that I gave you a very long time ago.
Oh, yeah, no, but you said you were going to say something, and you said, I would probably kill you for it, and Oz would definitely kill you if you said it, but you'd rather I kill you for it, so what am I killing you for? What were you going to say, woman? Spit it out.
How much, what level would be an AoE, silent? Silent spell?
AoE silence. Silence is already AoE. Can you cast?
Like a bubble.
It is.
Okay.
Can you cast silence?
Yes, I can cast silence.
All right. It's a 20-foot radius bubble.
Okay. Can I still talk in it?
No.
That's
It's
what I was
called
talking
silent.
about. It's a dome.
No.
I want to do a dome.
Do you have Mordenkainen's private sanctuary, or do you have careful spell? You would need careful spell to make this thing work like you're wanting it to, and I don't think you have careful spell.
No, I don't.
You can cast it on the door.
Okay, I'll cast it on the door then.
Okay. Turn around, cast silence on the door.
Actually, first, I'm gonna do see invisibility.
Okay. There are a lot of invisible wards in this room, but they are all defensive.
Okay, there's no people in this room, right?
There are no people in this room. No.
Okay, and then I'll switch to that and do see invisibility. Oh wait, not see invisibility. Silence on the door.
Okay, silence on the door. Got it.
Oz is getting an upgrade. That's all I'm going to say about it. Anyway.
He finally got himself killed, didn't he?
Yes, but he did it saving us.
Motherfucker.
But, Lili is handling it.
I don't. Oh, God. Alright. So, again, why should I care about the, Arcanoloth?
Well,
I mean, if you know everything there is to know from him, and what more is there purpose to his life?
His magic. And his in-depth knowledge about Arcana, Gowan. He literally... I don't know if they age or anything, but they're extremely intelligent. And
okay.
his insight might differ from ours. So.
I don't have Grown's sheet to roll insight, so fine.
You found it,
fine.
It's still there.
I didn't see it off the top of my head.
It's under the Jordan folder.
It's under the Jordan folder.
It's under character sheets, players, Jordan.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there you go.
I just want to roll an insight check on this real quick.
13. Eve, are you lying about anything?
I don't think I am I?
All right.
Okay. Fine. And he just stay here. Don't get yourself killed. And he wanders back into his like hovel wherever he stays for a couple minutes, and then he returns with the scroll.
Okay.
And he hands it over to Eve, and then he goes, now, when, not if, but when you see Oz, tell him to come see me.
Okay. What do you give me again?
I give you the scroll of reincarnation, as you asked.
She actually needs you to cast it.
Yeah, I need you to cast it for me.
Oh,
It is a druid-only spell.
I totally misunderstood what was happening.
Yeah, I needed you to cast it for me because it's a druid only spell.
First time back in a long time.
You good?
Welcome
back,
what level reincarnation is?
It is a 5th level transmutation spell. The casting time is 1 hour with a touch range. You have a scroll, so the components are free.
And I also have the hair that you need.
And she has the body part that you need of this Arcanoloth. This will spawn him as a different race. I am going to give him a 1% chance to respawn as an Arcanoloth, and I'm going to take that away from human. If you roll a 77, that's an Arcanoloth. So... What do you guys
do? I need to roll it? I'm sorry. I thought you were rolling it.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and roll it. You roll a D100.
That's a D20. Roll. 45.
45. He is a forest gnome. How appropriate.
As he comes back to being Corin, just goes, oh God, you're ugly.
Hey, you watch this body kind of form in front of you, and almost this coalescence of magic. These strange white motes of light just kind of pour into each other, and suddenly a body forms in the air and drops to his feet, and he's looking at his hands.
Male or female?
Does it specify if you need to like roll for gender?
He doesn't technically have a gender, does he? I don't think our
Yeah, it's an Arcanoloth. They are not genderless.
Okay,
they're not.
I think they come back as the same gender.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't specify in the spell, so we're gonna say it's the same.
Okay.
So they do have a gender, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Arcanoloth, no longer the Arcanoloth, now your gnome buddy, less fuzzy than before, has bright blonde hair and a big, wide face. A little too wide. Somebody hit him with a shovel. Looks like me. And he is also he's also naked. And he falls to the floor and looks around like, well, what the fuck is this?
Welcome back, darling.
This is a place you should never come back again. And what the fuck it is a place you should get out of.
Alright, what the fuck? What? Oh, fucking hell, you motherfucker.
Hey!
Oh!
I'm sorry.
I left very specific instructions on my body if you ever need to reincarnate me.
I'm sorry! Hey, we ran into the temple of a god.
Listen. Oh, my old voice was so smooth. I sounded like a performer. I'm going to kill you.
I didn't have time to search your body.
I left very specific instructions should this ever occur. I had a spare.
If you would like, I can kill you again and we can try it
That
again.
is
We
not
can keep
ideal.
killing you over and over again until we get the one that you want. Is that
Point taken. No, thank you. I appreciate the offer. Well, this is unfortunate.
Well,
Can I please have some clothes?
Yeah, sure. And I'm sure there'd be something that fits him somewhere.
Oh
in
yeah,
this
you guys
place.
have like an armory and everything
Yeah.
else. And you, this is an evil lair, but as it turns out, an evil lair needs all the normal things to function.
Evil is only a matter of perspective.
Oh no. Oh, I gotta go, guys. All right. Listen, I banned alignments from the game for a reason. All right. You get Sigil some clothes, and he wraps himself up in them. Some of them are too big, but it's fine. He eventually gets some. You find this little like hat for him that actually fits his head, and he puts it on. He's like, oh, I feel so naked. I'm not furry anymore. Covered in. Look at this, and he holds up his arm, and it's just like there's barely any. There's almost no hair whatsoever, and he's look. I was a glorious foxkin. Now look at this. Oh, all right.
Well, you can
It's
probably
okay. We'll get back.
fix yourself later.
Yes, we'll get back to it. We'll get back to it. Now, what happened to Ethelos?
Oz sacrificed himself, and we escaped from a temple, through a temple, and we got purged from whatever the fuck those things were inside of us.
Oh, the nanites.
Yeah.
They got me, didn't they? I was there, and then I saw him snap, and I was like, oh, and then I'm dead. Right then and there. Just dead.
So, we fled. He's still alive in the vault. Not sure what to do. I was, for killing him. But, that isn't an option.
Did you get my spell book at least?
I didn't exactly have time to grab much.
Slams his face into the wall. Just.
What is he going to... I'm sorry to say this, but what the fuck is he going to use it up for?
He's not going to use it for
Stop
anything.
arguing. How much would it cost you to get a new one?
11 million gold pieces. I had every possible spell I could know in there.
Here's a small loan of 30,000 gold. Go find yourself something nice.
I'm sorry.
He just like holds himself for a minute.
Wait,
I
where did you get
spent
30,000
hundreds
gold?
of years. I didn't. Oh.
I don't know. Grown had a lot of money. I'm sure he's had somewhere near that.
Yeah, he does. He has way more than 30.
Okay, I'll make sure to mark that off the sheet. 1 second. Oh shit, that's a lot.
Okay, all right. It's not going to be a big deal. It's okay. It's okay. You're right. Yeah.
You're alive.
Right. And if I'm alive, I can fix things.
Exactly. Look on the positive side, man.
We're working on a fix for Oz. He's fine. But
You said you were gonna keep that quiet, and now you're blabbering it everywhere.
But he's allowed to know.
No, I said tell no one, and that's someone.
He looks down at his
One
hands.
pass.
Am I someone? I don't know
You're
anymore.
a gnome, so probably not.
I've
but
never.
Still.
Oh my goodness!
Holy crap!
Eve hugs Groen and gives him a big smooch on the cheek.
It is good to see you too, dear. Now you should get out before somebody looks at you sideways.
They already do. I'm a cat.
Yes, I know. That means they're gonna kill you.
Yeah, you just saw somebody get executed like 20 minutes ago. It is not okay.
Is there anything you need me to bring to you?
As I said, get Oz here, and that is all I care about.
Make sure to sucker punch him for me, please. I'm not going to be able to hit him. I think sucker punching him would really hurt.
Okay. Sounds good. I will totally do that. Groen's also learned sarcasm.
There's a knock on the door. Sir, sir.
Yes.
The beholder's here to speak to you again.
Okay, get out.
Tell the beholder.
Send him in. And yeah, you should be teleporting out right now because he's getting ready to be in here.
He already knows who we are, so.
Okay. So you take no longer Fuzzy Buddy with you.
Come on.
No longer Fuzzy Buddy.
No longer Fuzzy Buddy. Well, I'm gonna still call you Fuzzy Buddy, but
The best part is if he had his spell book, he knows true polymorph. He could fix this in half a second, but he didn't have it memorized when he died.
He could ask me for trying to find a scroll for it, or somebody.
Oh,
that
it's a
can cast
9th
it?
level spell. Like, good luck.
Or somebody that can cast it.
Again, it's a 9th level spell. Good luck. So, you teleportation portal circle thingy majigger whatever.
I have to the plane shift.
Oh, are you plane shifting?
Yeah, I have to plane shift.
Oh,
Because I use
okay.
my one cast of teleportation.
Well,
circle.
there are portals there.
Yeah, there are portals there.
But I don't know which one goes back to Hilfar. Would you like me to roll a 1d100?
Would Groen know?
You haven't been down in the portal room very much because you've been upstairs taking care of stuff, because everyone seems to take Ethelos's word very seriously, and you have actually been running the Silent Hand. I'm assuming Groen's been sabotaging it from the inside at every turn he can.
Yeah.
I do want to make a note that I did tell Groen that if Ethelus comes back, quote unquote, that he needs to use the Sending Stone to make sure get a hold of Lili and make sure it's Oz and not the imposter. Yeah.
Got it.
And then he needs
So,
to
like,
find-
if Groen didn't know, he would know somebody who could lead her to that portal. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, he could find someone to show her which portal is Hillsfar.
Yeah. He does that.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Tell everyone I said hey.
I will. I will see you soon. Hopefully we'll have all of it done.
Good deal.
Oh.
Now I have a beholder to see.
Tell him I said hello.
I will not.
And the beholder you're going to see, is Kuvek, who is also kind of working with you to internally sabotage the Silent Hand. He is a tentative sort of ally. He's an enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought the Silent Hand was actually good now. So
No, the Silent Hand is straight up
I
crazy
had this
evil.
all sort of twisted.
No. So far, your experience with the Silent Hand has been some of the higher ups in the Silent Hand are kind of pushing you to move on Neverwinter. They really want to just go ahead and assault it. You have a small army. You could really hurt Neverwinter. You could potentially take the city. And that's been what's going on so far, and I'm assuming you've been making every excuse in the book to hold off.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Knowing this now, I think I would relay very quickly some of the reasons.
Okay.
Like some of the, hey, look, they might be coming for Neverwinter. You might want to prepare.
All right. I'll tell Lili about it when I get back. Her mother, Athos, may have killed her. So.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, get on your way.
I will. Thank you. Remember to use the Sending Stone if you need us.
Will do.
Okay. Oz, Lili, Zuma. And I believe that's all that's in this little group.
Yeah.
What are you all up to?
You said you had some sendings you wanted sent, right?
Yes, I did.
I have access to 2. I think that's all. I believe that's all I have the power left to muster for today. Yes.
Okay. Well, I need to send one to Miriam, and I need to send one to Suki.
Okay.
I guess we'll start with Miriam.
Hold on. Can I have him, like, put his hand on my shoulder to speak his own words for the sending? I'm not sure if that's something I can do. Or is there any way for him to send his own voice?
Sure, why not? We'll allow it.
Okay. Alright, well, there's 25 words for each.
Zuma takes a deep breath. and collects his thoughts. Says, Miriam, it's Suma. We need to talk. I'd like to meet you soon. Let me know when it's a good time.
One
Your
more words.
response
To
is,
say, I really love you.
I'm not sure what we need to talk about, but sure. Anytime's good. Just meet me in Oakhurst.
Lili realized that.
Okay.
All right. Time for soup. Suki, it's Suma. I don't know if you're okay or not. I don't know what's going on in you know where. Hope you're safe. We need to talk soon.
the spell goes through. The only reply you get back is, yes.
Lili realized that.
So just a yes. It's not good. Well, it could be good, I guess. It may not be her who's responding, or I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much into it.
No, it's her.
Really worried about her. I'm worried about everything over there. But the priority right now is Oz. We need to make sure he's back, I guess.
Yeah. I'm gonna go work on his body. You can come if you want. Or you can try and... I don't know. If you have anything you need to attend to.
Can't really right now, unless we go to Oakhurst or Thunder's Reach. But that won't be here for a while, so I guess I'll just stick around. You.
Hang on. There's no teleportation sigil for Oakhurst, is there?
There's not.
Would I know if the Lyceum has a teleportation like portal?
Well, if there's no sigil, there's no portal. Portals are always
okay.
directly connected to the sigils.
Gotcha.
We'd have to plane shift.
Or use a teleportation scroll.
Yep.
Let me see. I don't think I have anything. Oh, I can't even cast that even if I wanted to.
You can cast a scroll that's above your level.
Well, technically, teleportation isn't part of the cleric spell list.
Is it part of the Arcana cleric spell list by chance?
Nope.
Oh, nope. Okay. Big rip.
Well, I can maybe get you to Neverwinter, where you might be able to find someone who could teleport you to Oakhurst.
Guess so. I mean, it will be a pretty short trip to Oakhurst, but...
Oh, then...
I mean, it's not a huge priority. I just wanted to make sure Miriam knew I was coming, because, it's gonna be... yeah.
Well, Thunder's Reach is back in place, right? Like, out of character?
Yep. Thunder's Reach is back on the material plane.
So, doesn't that mean that the teleportation sigil I have should work?
For Thunder's Reach, it should.
I think I have that.
I think you do too. If not, you have Tin Towns, I'm pretty sure. And Tin Towns is a day's ride away from Thunder's Reach.
Where is that? Hold on. Teleportation. We have to go to Tin Towns anyway.
What, Eve?
Nothing.
Where
No,
is this?
You were saying something. What's up?
No. It'd be metagaming knowledge.
Well, I appreciate you not metagaming. Now I'm curious what it is. Message me. You remember something I don't, I think.
Oh, okay. I think I saw it somewhere. I don't think I wrote it down though.
Okay.
Okay, I got this. Well, Thunder's reaches back, you said. If Thunder's reaches back, you should be able to access it through the. I arrived here at the portal center in Hillsfar, right?
Nope.
Once, yeah.
Once,
didn't I?
yes.
Once, yeah, once.
Was there a portal to Thunder's Reach there?
You didn't look around, so you're not 100% positive. It could.
Would it be a safe assumption since Thunder's Reach was a major city?
It wasn't a major city. It's a pretty out of the way city. Thunder's Reach is a major city in the same way that like Little Rock is a major city.
Okay, but there definitely was one in Neverwinter.
There was one in Neverwinter, yes.
Okay. Oh, I can't ritual cast a spell, can I? I cannot ritual cast teleportation circle, so I cannot actually cast it. If you go to the is it a wizard's tower? Or like a mage's tower?
Yeah.
If you go to the wizard's tower, there's a there might be a portal to Thunder's Reach there. If there isn't, there's definitely one to Neverwinter, and from there there's 100% one to Thunder's Reach from there. Hang on, and Lili pulls out her journal and starts scribbling a note stating that Thunder's Reach is indeed back. If on the off chance, well, I guess I'll explain that. Thunder's Reach is indeed back. This elf has urgent business to take care of there.
Okay.
And she folds it and seals it. If by chance, and she hands the letter to Inazuma, if by chance the portal to Thunder's Reach is closed off still, because it was last time, as the matrices and translocations of their transfer weren't necessarily like. Well, Thunder's Reach wasn't there, so you couldn't go there. So hand this to the person who manages where people go. I have it sealed. You should know it's from me. And hopefully that'll be enough to allow you to get into the portal to use it.
Right. That's good news. I really need to go there.
If you would like to do that.
Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me.
Anytime.
And he just like pats her on the shoulder.
She hugs her. Or him.
Okay. Big hug. Big hug. Good hug. All right. Zuma, are you headed off to that direction?
Yes.
Okay. Are you headed straight to Mirian?
Will be.
Like, are you taking the simplest path forward to her?
Wouldn't it be
Is it Sas? Oh, you're headed to Sasuke. For some reason, I thought you were going to Oakhurst.
No.
Right. Okay. No. Yeah. You're headed to Satsuki. Okay. Are you headed straight to Thunder's Reach?
I mean, out of character, yes, I really want to, but Zuma knows that we got stuff to take care of, and he's not sure if that's a good idea. Okay. All right. Zuma looks back at Lili and says, "Do you think if I did a little scouting at Thunder's Reach and came back, you'd all be okay? I mean, you don't really need me here, do you?"
Yeah, we'd be fine.
All right. Well, I don't know what'll happen. So, if I don't return within a couple of days, or I don't know, if you don't hear from me,
Well,
then
here. Hold on. Let me check. Make sure I have enough for these. I think I should. Oh no! Wait, I gave you 2. Although no, hang on. You should actually keep those. She's gonna give you one of the sending stones. That way you can get in contact with us whenever.
all right. I need to make sure that everything's okay, or I won't do anything rash. I promise. I'm not going to start a revolution. I mean, I already tried that, and well, you know what happened there. And
Mm-hmm.
I just need to make sure that she's okay, and that at least I don't know what's going on there. And I just need to. I need to know. I need to find out. But I'll let you know if anything happens.
Okay, that's fine. Just stay in contact. Be safe. I'll let you know if anything happens here.
Right. And Zuma starts walking.
Lili starts sprinting off to the forge.
Sprint, 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 sprint.
And thinks in her head, I don't know if Ein can hear this, but she thinks in her head, Oz, can you hear this?
She thinks in her head?
Yeah, like she says in her head, kind of like how she can telepathically communicate with Luna.
Are you attuned to his soul gem?
No, not technically.
No.
Okay.
He doesn't hear anything.
Okay. Guess not. Oh, wait. Right. No, I was supposed to go to Jergal. Well, okay, so what's written in that other letter? I need to know that. Or what's written in the instructions for his body?
Okay, so these are supposed to be instructions to bring you back, right, Stephen? Right, Oz?
Yes.
Okay. In order to bring Oz back, you are going to have to attach the soul gem to another body. This can be a body made of objects. This can be a body made of flesh. His soul gem is capable of attuning to both. That is the main difference. Luna cannot attune to an actual physical, like a person like that. Hers has to be a construct. His can be either or. So if you have a construct capable of hosting a soul golem, then he can do that. Or if you have a body capable of hosting a soul golem, he can do that. Most bodies are capable of this.
Okay.
And they don't necessarily have to be alive.
Okay.
It does make him into a kind of pseudo-lich.
Oz? She says this out loud.
Does Oz hear this?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah?
You're an ass. Second off, I'm glad you're...
That's warranted.
Third off, which would you prefer?
Well, I mean, I like the whole having a body thing. I've had one with flesh in the past. I'm not 100% sure how the whole robot thing works.
Well, technically Luna can feel, so you'd still be able to feel.
I do want to be able to poop, though.
Listen, if I was a robot, the first 2 things I would be happy for is, number 1, I never have to go to the bathroom again, and number 2, I never have to sleep again.
Right?
That's true.
Right?
Well, I could get a construct made up
I think
really quickly. I don't know. I'm assuming that's why you said I'd have to go talk to Jurgle.
I mean, I feel like Dragal just knows the most about the situation. I mean, I've been through this situation. Oz's floating hands, because that's all he's materialized at this point, kind of like motion to Ein.
She's been continuously, by the way, using guidance.
Okay. And
As of now.
the more you use it, by this point, your hands that you've materialized look identical to your old hands, except for they kind of disappear at the ends, like at the wrist. You're still working on the arms.
Can we get a sort of robotic body that looks like a tiefling? I liked the way that looked.
Well, what I could do is I could do something similar to the way I created Luna's body, where I create kind of like an underlying frame, and then weave kind of like illusion magic into the frame during its creation.
Yes, let's do that.
You won't be solid. You'll if somebody touches you, it'll be straight through. But I believe I have a solution to that. I'm just not quite strong enough for that.
I'm fine with just a regular robotic style body, metallic and all.
Okay. Another thing that you'll have to worry about is my magic is not capable of healing that like a living person.
Oh yes, I've thought about this. But I feel like if I'm metal, like I don't know, it just makes more sense. I don't have to sleep. I can constantly stay watching. I can be the perfect guardian.
All right.
I say that's a good idea.
All right. Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you for all of this.
One more thing.
I'm an ass.
Yes, but not what I was going to say. No more secrets.
Yeah. No more secrets.
All right, Lili runs off to the forge. Well, continues running off to the forge, I guess.
All right. Zuma. No, we're gonna go with Lili first. Lili, you run to the forge, and the smith that you worked with there before, and hey, what's it?
I need to get. I would like to request your aid in creating. Oh shit! I don't have the materials. Fuck. I would like to request your aid in creating another, body like we did last time.
Another one, huh?
Larger though, like
how large are we talking?
Like yay high. She kind of gestures towards Oz's height.
All right. Well.
And I'm actually capable of helping quite a bit now.
Kind of looks down, looks at how high you. Fuck it. Let's see what happens. You got the materials?
I do not. I was wondering if you did and I could just pay you for them.
I can provide them, but this ain't gonna be cheap.
How much are we talking?
Oz can front money if need be.
Thinking about, kind of looks at the height, looks back at his anvil, looks at his forge. Probably about 25,000.
You can cover that, Lili.
Yeah. That's a
Or
lot
I
of
could
money.
take,
All right.
or I could take it out from between you two. Up to you.
No, Lili will cover it all.
Okay. Do you want me to take it out of the gold or the platinum?
No gold.
Okay, gold.
All right.
25,000.
20.
Right?
Yeah.
25,000. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm not gonna make you roll for this because I feel like you don't need to.
I do also now have proficiency in Smith's tools and
You do. So you help him out. Steven,
Yes.
do you want to have this talk in public or private? Because I will give you the opportunity to have this talk in private if you choose.
No, we can public this.
Sure.
This is information that everyone's going to find out. So
At some point, yes. Which subrace of Warforged are you going for? Have you looked at them all?
I have
sure.
actually. Hold on.
That's fine. We will do some generic shit for right now, and you can pick out the details later.
Are you
Yeah.
subclassing your subclass? God.
No, I'm changing my race to Warforged.
Oh, okay. I thought this was
Yep.
a class.
No,
Nope.
Lili changed her race from High Elf to Aasimar with a potion that nearly killed her, and now Oz is changing his race from Tiefling to Warforged.
in a much
It's
cooler way.
Yeah, this is some hardcore good story shit. This is the type of story shit that I really like to pop up in D&D. Like, it all flowed naturally. Oof, good job. You work for the better part of the day before you realize this is going to take some time. It'll probably take you another 30 hours of working on it straight.
Yeah.
Do you want to push through the exhaustion?
Ooh.
You'll get 2 points by the end of it.
I think you could do greater restoration on yourself.
I don't have the spell points.
Oh, well, I mean, you'd technically be going through the day. So that you recycle.
No,
Or...
there's no long rest.
Yeah, I have to take a long rest.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless it gets to the point where, like, I'm so exhausted it's dangerous.
No, three is where it starts to get dangerous. 4 is where it's really bad. 6 kills you. So
Yeah.
and 5 is really hard to recover from without help. All right. You begin working on this, taking breaks as you go, as much as you can. Short little rests here and there to kind of get some of your energy back. And for the next 30 hours straight, you will work on this. 25,000 gold and 30 hours of work.
Yep.
All right. Before we get to Zuma, because I'm going to wrap up the session with Zumas. Is anyone else doing anything? Does anyone else have anything to do in the city?
Yeah. I'm just gonna try to like go to a bookstore and gather a couple of storybooks.
I do have a question if we're gonna wrap up with Zumas.
Mhm.
Will I technically be finished with Oz's body
By the end of the session?
Yeah.
Yeah, you will.
Okay, so then I can like do some stuff in RP chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Is Eve doing anything?
Well, Eve would have came back and immediately gone to probably where Lili would have gone, which is the forge. And
Okay.
I completely forgot about the Sitting Sun, but she would have ran all the way over there anyway. And immediately told her about Neverwinter and the attack that's probably going to happen soon.
Of note, Asija would kind of try to find them. He'd heard something about a forge, maybe. So he would go try to check out that district and try to spy on them.
And
Okay, are you trying to actually like hide and watch them?
No, he's the young form. They have absolutely no clue who he is.
Right, but are you just like hanging around? Like
Yeah, just kind of hanging around a little bit.
Okay, and for the whole time? Because
Checking-
imagine you're watching some
checking
people.
in and out. Checking in and out.
Okay. You're just kind of casually like peeping, like, oh, what the fuck's going on? Oh, okay. You're that guy in the mall watching somebody buy a $35,000 diamond. Got it.
Yeah, and then he goes over and maybe he acts like he's looking at something else for a little bit. Maybe he goes and sits in a nearby bar. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Got it.
Yeah.
The city's interesting. It's not where you're from. It's not where you're from.
Mhm.
The bars, not as good. Not even close.
Oh, that sucks.
All right.
What would he have done with the unconscious person?
What did Lili do with the unconscious person? Did you just leave him on the ground on the docks?
No, she brought him with her.
Okay.
Probably during the short breaks would be like trying to coax him to drink some water.
He's not conscious.
Well, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's not able to do anything.
Fine. Set up a bed for him near the forge so she can keep an eye on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And at some point, go ahead.
I would have taken the Arcanoloth to that boy to see if he could figure out what's wrong with him as well.
Oh shit! You have the Arcanoloth there for Steven's body.
Yep.
Sigil pours over the kid for a minute, does a quick diagnosis.
And
It would appear that he's in some kind of magical coma.
he was taken over by you-know-who, the other you-know-who.
Ezekiel?
Yes.
He just shouts it out.
Yes. I wasn't trying
Maybe
to
shoots
say
him a
his
sharp
name,
gaze.
but yes.
He who must not be named.
He tried to strike a deal with us, and then all of a sudden, Lili said no.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
And the kid went into a seizure, and we tried to bring him around. I wanted to kill him. I still want to kill him. But
Well, don't kill him. That's not very nice.
Lili points a hammer. I'll end you.
But anyway, is there anything we could do to help him, maybe?
Maybe.
Unless if it was too much.
Somebody knows maybe a regenerate spell, or I don't know, greater restoration might work. I can't do those. They're not my forte.
Well, maybe Lili can do that after she's done with that.
Oh, what you got going over here? And he starts like pouring over some of the schematics that's been drawn up, and he kind of inserts himself into the situation almost. Oh,
Lili welcomes him.
Magical circuitry. Ooh, he just there's this kind of weird spark. Hard carry of the group. What do you mean by hard carry?
I mean, it's like she's gonna get him a new body, and then she's gonna pull him out of the coma.
Well, he did give her his gem.
No, that means.
Sigil, don't leave until we can at least get the entire part together. Where did everybody else go?
Zuma went to Thunder's Reach to do some scouting and deal with some personal things. I don't know where the old man is. Hold on. Can I telepathically communicate with Luna?
It's on. Is it as long as you're on the same plane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so. Let's see.
I think it's 100 feet.
Luna X.
Or maybe not.
While you're on the same
Luna.
plane as Luna, you can communicate with her telepathically.
Okay, yeah. Luna's different than the base familiar. Okay. Yeah, not really sure where he went, but found some cats.
Oh my god, no. How many?
Well, she starts counting them off. You just listen to her for a minute. I've got 43.
How are you carrying them all?
They're following me.
Yeah, silly.
I gave them food.
Where did you find food?
It was just in this like wooden box thing on the side of the market.
Oh no.
A dumpster?
No.
No, she stole.
There's just some fish somebody left laying there. I figured they didn't want it anymore.
Luna, that's stealing.
Carl, that kills people.
Carl! Grumbly, but only hands can satisfy. Fucking llamas with hats is one of my favorite things on the internet.
Those are goods that people leave out to sell.
Oh. Okay, that's why it says money stuff on the front of it. Got it.
Yes. Yes. How much did you take?
Well, the box just says 1 gold each. And there's a lot.
She took the entire box. Please tell me she did.
She took the entire box of fish. It's pretty heavy. I've had to drag it around.
Hi. All right.
Okay.
All right. No, you come back to me. I'm gonna give you some money. You're gonna go back. You're gonna give the merchant that you got the box from. First off, you're gonna give him his box back, and you're gonna give him the money and tell him you're very sorry for stealing his fish.
Sure. I don't know why I'm sorry, but I will tell him I am.
Because stealing is wrong.
Oh, right. But if he just left it there, maybe he didn't need it.
No, he put his wares on sale. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to give you an economics lesson.
Yeah. Hear that Eve has to sit down with her and be like, okay, this is how merchandising works.
All right. I mean, Luna's great. Yeah, Luna's my favorite character.
I love
Fuck
Luna.
all y'all. So Luna eventually makes her way back. We're gonna start wrapping up just a little bit because I do want to give Zuma some time here because this is pretty important. Siege, just to clarify with you, and I'm going to call you Siege from now on as a node to a nod to the Monday campaign.
Rip Siege.
Rip Siege. He made it 2 sessions, I think.
Two.
So, Siege, are you doing anything else? Is there anything else that you want to do in town? This is the last call.
No, of note, I will regain like old man form and walk up and be like,
Oh, I found you. I think well, this looks like work. I think I will just kind of sit here.
and he kind of sits back in a chair to watch and falls asleep.
Okay. That works.
Eve would like to go check on her mother.
Okay. Go to your house, check on your mother. She's there. She's currently packing things. As you know, she's been working on moving her shop for a while now, and it looks like it's just about done.
Where is she moving it to?
She's moving it to Waterdeep. She's opening a new shop in Waterdeep. You had an entire session about this.
I'm the one that opened a shop in Waterdeep.
She's opening a new shop in Waterdeep.
God damn it! I completely forgot.
No, you're right. You opened it in Waterdeep. She's opening hers in Neverwinter. That's what it was. She's opening hers in Neverwinter. You chose Waterdeep specifically because she chose Neverwinter.
Actually, I chose it because they had Neverwinter.
Well, all right then.
Either way.
Anyway.
It's been a fucking minute, all right?
It's alright. I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts.
On her?
Yep.
Pretty normal thoughts. She's anxious about cleaning up and stuff, but the competition in Hillsfar is getting pretty bad. There's a lot of new merchants moving in. Business taxes have been rough. And she's ultimately ready for a change of scenery. There's a bunch of places she could go. That's my bad, dog. Waterdeep, Neverwinter, Silvery Moon. Hell, there's even some places down south. She could move to Candlekeep of all places. It's a good place for a magical item merchant.
I hear Silver Moon's pretty awesome.
Silvery Moon is fucking cool.
Is there anything abnormal about her thoughts at all?
No, not even a little bit.
Well, I might go in and talk to her.
Okay. Go and talk to her. Darling! She hugs you, gives you this big hug, squeezes you tight. You're
Oh,
okay. How are you?
Oh, nothing out of the normal. Getting almost eaten by something that could literally dissolve your body, but I'm fine.
Was it an ooze?
No.
Those adventurers tell me all the time about the oozes. You know, some of them come in big cube shapes.
This one was from a different plane entirely. I believe it said it was made of nanites.
I'm not sure what that is, but
I don't either.
sounds interesting.
Um,
Maybe you should kill it and bring it back as a trophy.
I'm not sure if that's possible.
Oh,
It would probably be
she
too
like
dangerous.
she kind of like cups your cheek and anything's possible.
True. On the topic of that, it
Excuse me.
happens to be another threat that is a fragment of a bigger threat.
You bring more threats home. Like, can you just be normal for a little while?
I've never.
Can you
been
just be a normal adventurer that just goes out and slays dragons, please?
Technically, we did that, and then I got hurt, and then I point to Shadow Scale.
Shadow Scale gives her a nod.
But it's not like I went looking for this. It just popped in my lap and is staying there like I'm going to say a very determined cat. But I don't know how to approach this. But I may have to send you somewhere safe.
Well, I was planning on leaving soon. I think it's time for a change of pace. We're going to keep our home here in Hillsfar, but we might be living somewhere else soon.
Where do you plan to go?
I was looking at Waterdeep, maybe Silvery Moon. They seem like nice places.
Well, if you make up your mind, let me know. I plan to look into Father's murder when I get the chance. But
You see, like, the mention of it kind of... She immediately stiffens. She was not prepared for that bomb. Like, that's a conversation bomb.
I know that's another bomb to drop on you, but I should let you know that.
Okay.
I figured why I have the time I should, but right now everybody's running around like their heads chopped off, kind of like when I first appeared out of nowhere.
Just be careful.
Since when am I never careful? I can flee from a situation in several different means.
Oh. And also, look what I can do.
What?
And you watch her take out this small rod, and she twists it a couple of different ways, and it expands outwards. I think I'm going to be very safe from now on. And she lifts the rod up in the air, and she casts shield on herself.
What kind of shield?
It's the spell shield.
Ooh. Nice.
I've been learning a thing or two.
That's a good thing.
Out of character, your mother is now an artificer.
Oh shit. Can never be too prepared. But we'll probably come stay here for a little bit until Inazuma ran off somewhere. Oh, he went to Thunder's Reach, and Lili is doing something with Oz. Quite literally.
So, I don't need to know what your friends do with each other.
wish they would. They'd make a good couple.
She smiles and hugs you and do I make this joke? Do I make this joke? Do I have to? I think I have to. I have to. Okay. If your mother can cast shield, and she's a Hellcat tiefling like you, she's basically a cat girl, right? Well, shield protects you from magic missiles. It's protection from meowgic missiles.
Oh God.
I wonder how many people actually just died here. People left. People left.
Oh, that joke. Oh God.
Steven.
Oh, that was not mine. That was courtesy of Ruby.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Are you out now, Steven? Are you done now? Is that the end for you?
I'm done. I'm done. I'm out. I'm done.
Protection from the magic missile.
No.
All right. Oh, it was great. All right, so you're going with Juggernaut, you said, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Eve, you and your mother catch up, talk for a little bit. She seems fine. And with some of this new equipment that she's gotten, she's actually learned how to cast spells. She doesn't even need the equipment anymore. She can straight up cast spells right now. And she's very excited about it. And you two go over like some of the spells she can cast and stuff, and she might be okay. She might be okay. Let's see.
We found out exactly what's threatening us. There's multiple threats, but hopefully with some luck and determination, we can
Oof,
stop
composite
it.
armor is OP.
Composite armor?
Yeah, I'm looking at what Steven's doing. But she seems positive. Overall, even though she doesn't know the direness of the situation, her attitude has remained bright. And she seems to believe in you utterly and completely.
But have you ever been to another plane before?
That was the DMQ that we're moving on from this conversation.
Well, I'm curious. Has she ever been out of the planes?
I've been to one plane, other than this, and it was an interesting one. I went there a long time ago, as a favor to a friend. It was Mechanus.
Really?
Yes.
We actually have to go there. How?
We have a tuning rod for it.
It's a very dangerous place if you're not prepared. It doesn't seem dangerous at first, but everything there has a very strict order. Do not interrupt it.
It couldn't be any worse than hell.
You would be surprised.
Luckily, we're probably just doing a pop-in.
She chuckles and tells you more about some of the spells she knows, and we're gonna camera pan like a bad sitcom. All right, Steven, Oz, you have been watching this construction of your body, and it's going great. It's looking good. Ethelos, almost said it again. Ein has been talking with you, and you have learned that the word Ein is an old word from a different timeline for repeat.
Huh.
Literally. Huh.
Over and over and over.
He's filled you in on a lot of things. Various failures, various successes, things that he thinks you've done right, things that you've done wrong, perhaps. Information about Azakil and how he reacted to certain things. Information about Azakil's quest to bring back his sister, quote unquote, Morrigan. And how never once has he seen Morrigan. She's gone in every single timeline. And the only other thing, like, there's a lot of stuff of note in there, but the only other thing of major note is the fact that this time, another unique aspect that he hasn't seen is the skeleton that follows you around, Jeff.
Oh yeah, Jeff.
Yeah, he's never seen that one before. Not in any of the timelines.
Yeah, I always knew that skeleton was important. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Zuma. You find yourself a portal to Thunder's Reach. And upon arrival, you arrive at the only sigil within Thunder's Reach, inside the grand courtyard of the main castle.
Oh, snap.
This is typically a fairly guarded area. But you look around and you see that the main castle has been left to its own devices. Vines are growing up the walls in this large center courtyard. The main castle is a square building, and the very center of the main castle is actually this large garden that's basically a courtyard. Except for now it's overgrown as much as it can be, and all of the walls are covered in ivy and moss. You hear people, you hear the sounds of the city, but here in the garden itself, there's nothing. Except for the sound of your DM getting some Tums.
I go ahead and stealth. I go ahead and hide best as possible to get out of sight.
Very easy to do in this overgrowth.
And I would know where to hide, I guess.
Oh yeah, you've been in here. This is not where you were stationed. You were stationed out near the Valewood, but
yeah,
you've been here enough times visiting with Rakiri.
Okay, I pull out the sending stone,
Mhm.
and I guess I speak into it and I say, "Suki."
Oh, the sending stone only goes back to the person with the other
Oh, it
sending
does.
stone.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
Never mind. Okay,
Lili.
Recon.
You, as a note, you do have a pair of sending stones that I did give you.
Yeah, you have an actual pair.
Yes.
Yes, he has a pair.
Yes, that's what I said.
So
Hey, do you
can
guys think
give
he has
one
a pair?
Hey, I heard he had a pair.
You can give one to Suki when you find her, or
Okay.
anyone else you choose.
All
Sorry,
right.
continue.
I'm just gonna start like stealthing around, seeing what I can find, and just basically just doing recon right now.
Okay. Make a perception check. Jesus. Stealthing around, doing a little bit of recon, trying to take in the castle itself right now. It's uninhabited, it appears. Except for you just notice, barely, a shimmer in the air. Down the hallway, it sprints. You can't hear anything. You just see the air shimmer just enough. Do you react to it at all?
Yeah,
What do you do?
very cautiously. I guess I go over and I just say hello very quietly.
You look around, the shimmer has disappeared, and there is no sound. Out of one of the windows, you see a massive storm giant making its way down one of the avenues. You can feel its footsteps from this distance. Behind it, chained to its ankle, are probably 15, 16 people. Some of them are kobolds, of the pink variety that live here. Some of them are elves, high elves. Some of them are humans, though not many. And you see one dwarf in the mix. You recognize one of the elves, though. That was a man that you knew pretty well back in the day. He was always one of the nicer ones. Definitely still a noble at heart, but one of the nicer nobles. And he was a friend of Rakiri's. And now you see him chained up, hands, feet, and neck, to the ankle of a giant as it takes him down the street.
I kind of wince a little bit in pain, but I'm trying to stay silent, just as quiet as possible. Just trying to give any detection that I'm here.
Okay. And the giant passes, the line passes. Roll me a stealth check. Okay. Do you have boots of Elvenkind, by the way? I don't remember if you ever got those or not.
I don't think so, actually.
Okay, gotcha.
I think I have regular boots on right now.
Gotcha. You 19. You seem to have gone unnoticed. You don't spot anyone that seems to be looking at you or think you've been noticed in any way. Currently, you're sitting at a corner of this out of character. This is a very like Japanese style, like home basically, and you're sitting at the corner of two hallways that kind of go around the outside of the building, looking out of a window. The shimmer came from the hallway that you were just walking down, but it is now long gone.
Okay. Would I know where Suki and her band of assassins usually stay, like their quarters?
They did have a barracks. They didn't use it very often. But we'll say you know, because it's you probably know the secret entrance. It's located just outside the castle.
Okay.
There is a fake stone.
Okay. I'm going to make my way there just to see if anyone happens to be there.
Okay. You move the fake stone, and underneath there is a trapdoor. You slide the trapdoor open, hop down, and the stone and the trapdoor both close over your head. As you descend this ladder down into darkness, you smell food. It's probably chicken or some kind of poultry. And you hear a bit of laughter off in the distance. As you reach the bottom, a little bit of light comes from the end of this long tunnel, and you can just barely make out shapes moving in a room beyond. It's probably about 40, 50 feet away.
Okay. I'm going to approach very silently and see if I can see who's in there.
Roll a stealth check.
I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Just to help.
Plus 10. You have a plus 25 modifier to your stealth rolls right now. Okay, nice. You rolled a 37. That's gonna do it. That's gonna do it, boss. You appear to have gone completely unnoticed. As you peek into the room, you see that there are 4 individuals in here. It's a kind of dining room almost. It opens up with a foyer, and then that foyer opens up into a dining room. You can see that there is a kitchen on the other side, and then it splits off into multiple other rooms. And and in the dining room, you see sitting at a large square table, there are 5 people, 5 individuals. One of them you don't recognize is a man, seems to be human perhaps, probably in his late 30s, early 40s. He has slicked back hair, and he's wearing very nice finery. Sitting next to him is a woman that you've seen a handful of times with Suki. Long black hair, high elf, very fair skin. She's always been like really prissy, kind of a bitch. Yeah, you get what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Next to her, there's another guy, and you do recognize this man, as he was a noble from court at one point, and he was not a nice one. He was very much one of those businessman noble types.
Oh yeah,
that kind of look down their nose.
Zuma's he's got a douche list of all the nobles.
Oh yeah. This guy is probably like number 6 or 7 on the holy crap. This guy is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And then sitting at the far end of the table is a woman that you don't recognize. She is very. She's plain in the face, but she has kind of this weird allure to her in general, in the fact that she's just barely glowing a little bit, like very slightly. It's, if you didn't have like 40 passive perception, you wouldn't notice it.
Yeah.
She is literally slightly glowing. It's almost imperceptible.
Does it look magical to me, or is it like
Vaguely?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then sitting next to the the big douchebag over here is Satsuki.
Okay.
She's got her hair up. It's shorter than you remember it. She is currently in combat uniform.
Okay. I'm going to take a piece of copper, and I'm gonna try to flick it at the back of Suki's head.
Okay.
Or try to throw it at her head.
Throw it at her head. Yeah, I don't think you could hit the back of her head from here. To paint you the picture, they're all sitting at this table, and they're all sitting facing kind of your direction a little bit.
Gotcha.
So you could throw it at her, though, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
All right, make me a dex check.
It has advantage because nobody has seen him.
So 21.
Okay. 21 hits her AC. Her AC is 19. Ping! She reels back. She immediately has a dagger in her hand and looks around. What the fuck? Are you making yourself visible?
No, I kind of want to mess with her for just a second.
Okay, roll another stealth check. She's gonna roll an active perception check.
Oh boy.
Where's my D20 die? Hold on.
See, I have +10 to my stealth roll.
What the fuck?
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
That's a 39.
That is a 39. I don't think she can roll high enough. Yeah, she... Fuck it. There you go. We rolled anyways. So, looking around, she doesn't see you. What the fuck?
Okay.
She starts walking towards your direction. You have to press yourself up into the shadows just a little bit. Fortunately, you've been trained by some pretty experienced sneaky peoples, and
Yes.
you yourself have now become somewhat of a fairly experienced sneaky people.
Okay, is she like right next to me? Is she going past me?
No, not past you. She is approaching this entrance. Once she hits it, there is no place for you to hide. Right now, you're kind of using angles to your advantage, but once she gets to a direct angle to look down the hallway, it's just a straight hallway. Like, good luck hiding unless you can attach yourself to the ceiling.
Okay, actually,
Oh,
I want to try and do the whole like I believe like are these walls, are they pretty smooth, or are they pretty like cracked? Is this like an underground?
it is underground. The walls are smooth tile, however.
Smooth tile. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do some crazy.
The hallway itself is about 7 feet wide.
All right. Is there like a fixture or like anything, like a ledge or anything to grab onto?
There are porch sconces along the wall.
Okay, is there one right above like the entrance to where she's coming towards?
Right above it. No. Generally, torches hover around head height, if not a little
Gotcha.
bit lower.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I have my glamour armor on, right?
You do.
Okay, I'm going to basic camouflage.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna try to match the tile.
Gonna try to match the tile.
You're still gonna look like a bump.
Interesting. Yeah. You're still gonna have. Let's see what.
Okay, how about this? How about I try to I'm gonna squat down to a ball and I'm gonna like take the appearance of a barrel.
we can try. We can
Yeah.
try.
Well, I'm basically gonna.
Check.
I'm trying to snake eater this.
Yeah. I mean, you don't resemble the best barrel in the world. Roll me a deception check, Zoom.
Or just like a sack of. I'm gonna do like actually I got better. I'm gonna do like a sack of like something like a brown sack like you would.
Sack
see
might be a little easier. Barrel's a little too
Okay.
detailed here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a sack of potatoes or something.
Yeah, it's glamored armor, not like disguise self.
Right.
So you're doing your best to hide here.
You said performance.
No. If we're going with a sack, go ahead and go ahead and do performance. Sure.
God. Okay, here we go. Oh.
Yes.
That's
this is
so
what I needed in
fitting.
my life. This is what I needed in my life. What's your stealth bonus out of curiosity?
My stealth bonus?
Yeah, it's 25 right now, right? That would be a 29
Well, I have
if
a
you rolled stealth.
plus 15 to stealth regularly, and then I have a plus. Yeah, I have plus 25 right now.
Ooh, she also rolled really low. She comes around. Hi.
I just stay very quiet, and I I do just a sack of potatoes, just a sack of potatoes.
Suma, is that you?
And I stand up really quickly, and I just give her a big hug. Like she can't even like react.
You have a knife to your throat, almost in a half a second, and she stops and she.
You're really gonna stab me?
No, you can't do that.
I can't do what?
Quick movements, you will die. Told you this. Don't do that. She backs off a little bit and gives you a big hug.
Thought
Hi.
I'd never see you again.
I thought
You cut out.
you ran. What happened?
Well, do you know, there was a weird lightning bolt that happened? I mean, what do you remember?
I was charging the castle. They She looks back towards the room. They won this time, Zuma. But we've negotiated some deals. It's not perfect, but
Wait a minute. What do you mean they've won?
Ember's Grasp now has control of the city completely. They own the city.
What? You're telling me you gave up?
I didn't have a choice.
What do you mean you didn't have a choice? Suki, I knew wouldn't give up.
There's a difference between giving up and living to fight another day.
Do you remember how proud you were to be in the service of Thunder's Reach? How proud of you were to serve Valkyrie? How proud of you? How much pride you had in this country, in this land? And you're just gonna give into politics?
No, I'm not. But pride gets people killed right now, and you can't do much if you're dead.
This isn't pride. This is liberation. This is justice, and this is not justice.
You didn't see
right
what
now.
they could do. They turned us to ashes. They turned us into nothing, into puddles of gray goo in seconds.
Wait, hold on. Did you say Grey Goo?
Yes. They fought with weapons we'd never seen before.
Oh, fuck.
Oh fuck.
I see. didn't mean you had to bargain with them. Could have
We've
fled.
done
You
what
could
we've-
have.
She pushes you up against the wall, and she puts a finger over your mouth. Shut the fuck up. I'm working on it. Think I've given up? Shush. Come play politics. It might benefit you.
You know, I've never been good at it.
You don't have to be. Just keep your mouth shut, smile, and nod. There are very
Listen.
important people at that table right now, and some of them could actually save us.
Listen,
Yes.
I need to tell you.
What?
I had no choice when I left. I tried to come back, but I couldn't. I was teleported by a god.
Her eyebrows just raised like,
More specifically, I was
see.
hit with a magical hammer that transported me. Yeah, it's...
At least you're here now.
At least it's hard to believe, but listen,
How did you
I
even
was-
get here? You are wanted in the city.
Well, you see, I have very powerful friends, and I have connections. Listen, I know what this is. I know what you're fighting. I saw a glimpse of it before I came here, and it wasn't pretty. And I don't know what to do. I don't know how it can be fought.
Then maybe we can start by talking to these people because they found a way to stop it.
Listen, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to assume anything. I just, you know how it is. I'm not very good at guile and, you know, things. I'm just glad you're safe. That's all. Now I know why you gave a pretty short response.
Yes. That's why.
I'm sorry.
These people won't turn you in. They're good people.
Are you sure? I mean, I know you made a deal with them, but they've always wanted this.
Making a deal right now.
They've always wanted this land. They've always wanted control. Why? Well, I guess the enemy of my enemy is my friend, as they say.
It's about the only thing we can do.
Is there any... Are we safe here? Is there anyone watching us?
We are safe here. I've made sure of it.
It's just really good to see you.
She kind of gives you these sad eyes, and it's good to see you too, Inazuma.
I thought about you every day. I mean, I wasn't worried about you. I knew because you couldn't take care of yourself. I mean, you know, if we were in a fight, you could probably take me. No contest. But I was just worried for this this reach for you. I mean, I didn't want to leave. Trust me, I didn't. I didn't want to. I didn't want to leave you. For you to storm the castle, for you to do everything yourself, it wasn't fair. And I'm sorry. I couldn't control it.
There's like no change of expression on her face. She just gives you a nod. It's okay.
Well, guess it's. I guess we need to go play some politics.
Now that you're here, we can get the rebellion started again. You and I led it last time. I mean, do you know how much they wanted you? How much they wanted me? They let me go on the condition that I rebuke the rebellion publicly.
That must have been tough.
I'm still
probably
under their
wouldn't
leash
have done this.
sometimes.
I know it can be frustrating.
Politics is not fun, but it's what we have to do for right now.
You know, and as much as I was around Rakiri, I could tell it was very stressful for him. Did they bury him?
No.
Where's his body? What about...
Mass graves. The people that weren't disintegrated. They just left them in the street for a while.
I'm guessing...
So-
guessing Cosmo was pretty happy about this turn of events.
Cosmo's dead.
Of course.
They sacrificed him publicly.
Sacrificed him?
Yes.
I thought he'd be in their bosom right now. I thought he'd be right there with them.
No, they overthrew him. The first thing he did upon victory was declare himself king, and minutes later he was in chains.
I'm guessing Time is dead too.
Yes.
There goes my revenge, but... Yes,
They didn't die quickly, if it's any consolation. They were made an example of.
I wanted to see their faces. I wanted to see the life drained from them. I wanted to see...
Their heads are still on a pike, just outside the city.
Should have been an arrow through their head, if I had the choice.
Well, then maybe I'll take you shooting soon.
Well, we'll have to wait for that, but... Now it's important that we get things going, but...
Satsuki, is everything all right over there?
Yes, I have invited a guest. I hope you don't mind.
Well, who is it?
She looks to you. Come on.
Before we go in there, I take out my headband that has the Thunder's Reach emblem, and I just wrap it. I wrap it around my head and just have it prominently on my forehead.
Okay.
So
The same headband that you used to lead the rebellion in the first place?
Yep.
Okay. You enter in and you watch the faces of the people all kind of... They almost collectively shit themselves, except for the girl that's sitting there glowing. She just kind of cocks her head to the side. Satsuki pulls you out a seat. You know some of these people, others you don't. Names aren't super important right now. What is important is our plans. And the man that's sitting next to her, his name is Lord Bake, which is... turns to Satsuki, could you please get me a drink? And she shrugs. Yes. Yes, sir. And she goes and pours him a drink. Sets it in front of him. Takes a big long drink and he says,
I remember you. You were the hunter boy, the one off near the Valewood. And then you led the rebellion of all things. It's interesting seeing you here. What are you doing in the city? This is very dangerous for you.
I was doing a little recon. I wanted to see what happened. I was taken away a little unexpectedly. Now I'm back. I see that it's in great hands. Overjoyed with the turn of events.
Interesting. Well, I suppose it's good to have the rebellion leader here. There are some cells popping up here and there of the rebels, but they are not organized and they are unmotivated. We're working to get the city back in Thunder's Reach's hands.
Oh, so you do want Thunder's Reach to be restored, and you don't want a takeover.
I would love a takeover, but right now, Ember's grasp is not exactly what I had envisioned.
I wonder why.
I'm not sure. I think it has something to do with all the executions. Really, I like my head on my shoulders.
I think anyone does. But if they deserve to lose it, then they should lose it. But, again, sorry for the curtness. I have a lot of feelings and emotions going over me. It's been a while since I've been around nobility, and the rather messy.
He leans forward on the table, puts an elbow up on the table, and props his chin in his hand. Inazuma, why did you come back here?
Why did I come back? Several reasons, but the biggest one was so that this land, this castle, my home would be restored to where it was when a good and honest lord ran it. When it was prospering, when it was a beacon of hope for this northern area.
Satsuki, could you please get a drink for our guests as well? I think this is going to be a story.
I can get my own drink.
Very well, if you'd like
Thank
to.
you very much.
The kitchen is right there, and he points behind him, and you can see the entrance to the kitchen. We have a bar stocked. Get what you like.
I walk over and I pour the I find like
You get up out of your chair?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. As you walk over to the kitchen, you feel a little pinprick on your arm. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Great.
Fuck.
His passive perception would have picked that up, wouldn't it?
His passive perception is 22. She rolled a 23. I'll screenshot it.
Constitution saving? Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Fuck.
You
Nope.
fail. You are currently paralyzed. As you fall to the floor, face first. Looking up at Satsuki, you notice something a little different about her now. Something you didn't quite notice before. Her eyes are completely blank. There's no real life in them.
Rip.
Thank you, dear.
Oh.
The man stands up from the table and stands over you, Zuma. And thank you, Zuma, for delivering such a brilliant prize into our hands. Now we have both of you.
Good job. Very good job.
That's where we're going to end the session.
And this is why
Oh,
you
course
don't
it
go
is.
off
I
to
had-
places by yourself.
I was gonna make a remark, but
Fucking hell.
I'm paralyzed. Does
Yeah.
paralyzed mean you can't like talk or anything?
You can't, you can't speak.
Dang
She
it.
made 2 checks there. She made a deception check, and she made a stealth check. The deception check was against your passive insight, which is not great.
No.
The stealth check was against your passive perception, which is pretty fucking amazing. Here are her rolls. She rolled a 23 on her stealth. You have a 22 passive perception.
Oh my
Wow.
lord.
Nope, I'm gonna leave Inazuma to die. He stupidly decided to go somewhere where we were not sure what's going on.
Wow. What did we agree on? A couple days?
Yeah.
Oof.
30 total hours.
Yep.
And you're gonna be
I guess she
2
hasn't
times
heard back
exhausted
from him though.
as well.
Yeah. Which means I need 2 long rests. Or a day spent doing little to nothing. Oh, big fucking oof.
I know, right?
That's an oof and a half, is what they say.
Oh,
Yep.
oh.
Is-
And you also gave them artifacts. Congratulations.
Well, yeah. Dang it.
Oof.
I'm more worried about him. I mean, we
I
can
am
always
too.
get the artifacts back. It's not like we haven't killed small armies before.
Hey, did we ever decide how that necklace works?
The riddle necklace?
No, the one Lili made for Zuma. Way
I don't
back when he
recall.
first left?
Yeah, this has been a long time. I don't recall exactly.
Okay. It was basically so that he could contact her. I just don't remember what the activation components of it were.
Oh.
I don't remember either. Do you have that written down?
No, I don't. I didn't bother to because I didn't think he was coming back. I know it was really simple, like one word or something like that.
Was this when we were at when we were doing the Fainswell thing?
Fangswell?
Fainsweld in Neverwinter.
No, it was before that. It was you because you left at that port city we were at. Blastingdale? No. Yeah.
No, it was right before we went to Chult, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was. We were at a tavern, I think, and she actually came to get me.
Yeah, and Lili made a necklace.
Yeah. Yeah.
And gave
Okay.
it to you
I
that
remember
allowed
now.
you to contact if you needed like
Yes.
help
Yes.
or something like that.
Yep. I totally remember. Yep. I sure do. I remember that now.
I mean, I remember it happening. I just don't remember what the activation component was.
I don't remember either.
I'm not sure if we ever decided on one.
I don't think we did. I know you just gave me a necklace and then we ended it.
Yeah, because I thought that was when you weren't coming back.
Yeah.
So I asked her if I could do that.
Are we going to figure out what it is now or later?
I mean, I'm kind of paralyzed, so I can't really do anything.
If
What
it,
if it's mental though?
If it's mental, you can trigger it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at.
True, but we didn't decide on the component, I
Nope.
guess.
Which is why I brought it up now.
all right,
Oh,
It's
you went with
mental.
this one. Oh!
Oh, shit.
even was mental, odd was physical. I rolled a 4.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh boy.
Do you trigger it?
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay, what do you say specifically? What do you think?
Okay, I think to Lili, I say, guess who's in trouble?
Fucking lol.
No,
Oh, you.
I say, Lili, so, I think it was a bad idea for me to come up here. The AshWinter's here too. And that's what I mentally say to her. Or
And Lili, you hear this right as you're finishing the new body's helm or head, whatever you want to call it. The body's not quite done. You still have work to do on it, but you get that message.
Oof.
Still a little bit of work. You still have a couple hours.
Oof. So
Man,
many
this next
things.
session's going to be emotional as shit.
This
Every-
session was great. I loved this shit.
Everybody's trying to like, oh my god.
When you
Lili
said
is-
you were going back to Thunder's Reach, I just kind of, ooh.
I would have. If Eve had been there before you left, she would have told you to wait for someone, or at least take someone with you.
I honestly was just gonna do recon and come right back, but
That was not recon.
Then you got
dropped
cocky?
Yeah, you got cocky.
yeah,
Period.
I got cocky. That was the problem. I got cocky.
I
Which
mean,
I'm normally not a cocky person, but Zoom is.
yeah, it's totally. I feel it's totally in Zuma's character, but
Oh
god
yeah,
damn it.
it's-
Now we have to save
Oh.
you, and you probably have to make a new character to come with us. Congratulations.
Ren, are you trying?
Not
Hey, I know a cleric that could help.
No, hold on. I don't want this.
No.
Everybody's trying to break Lili, I swear to god.
Oh
I'm
my
telling you guys-
god.
I
I'm
have
not going to be able to sleep
a
tonight.
small army at my disposal.
You do actually.
I think it's more than a small one at this point. I don't know.
Yeah.
You could literally.
Okay, I don't
just-
know. I don't know how many of the people are actually combat ready, but I know that I was telling them to train some of them.
Yeah, you did say train some of them. You did say form them into a bit of an army. It's about 30% of the population is pretty combat ready. They're not amazing, but I mean,
I'm not
they're
teleporting
like a cheap
an
mercenary
entire army.
force.
I am not teleporting an entire army.
I have a god of portals.
Yeah, and your body isn't even done yet.
My head is done.
Yeah, but there's still the process of attuning your soul to it.
Yep.
Push comes
I
to
can
shove,
communicate
you
as
can
a
have
shield.
this character, and I can pull Growing out.
Whew, buddy. You messaged her before you went there. I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, God. That was good. That was a fun session.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the fuck out of that session.
I'm not prepared for next session. I'm gonna cry. There's gonna be a lot of crying.
Why?
Oh. Well, let's see. Lili's been ignoring the fact that her mother's dead.
Potentially.
That happened. There's that, and then there's a whole bunch of other feelings that she has welled up that she has been holding in, and like
Lili is compartmentalizing the fuck out of everything right now.
and everybody keeps piling more on. And then there's like the fact that like she sent Luna who can fucking fly. Luna, by the way, all right, who has a 30-foot fly speed. She can fly, and she lost a crippled old man. No, something's fucky. Right?
Sorry.
I love D&D. This is why I play D&D.
Like,
Fucking Ara, you gonna need a drink or something, buddy?
I do need a drink. I almost cried like twice.
I love the fact that you can feel the stress that your character's in. I get that way with basically every NPC I play.
Oh,
Like, holy shit, Satsuki there. That's just so you know. People that are dominated are fully aware of what's going on, and they have no ability to change it.
Oh no.
It is real rough.
Yeah, Zuma should have been like, wait a minute, this is not. No. But of course.
Though technically, she could have reached. Could she have reached out by inverting her personality?
No. It takes a lot of willpower to break a domination spell. That is an 8th level spell. Like, well, dominate person might be 7th level, but
Say.
is it 8?
No, it's. I have it on my sheet. Hold
Dominate person is 5th level. Dominate monster is 6th or 7th, or I mean 7th or 8th. Dominate monster covers everything. Dominate person is a 5th level spell.
That's
Oh my god. Oh, my heart. That was rough.
Yeah.